हेलो। बोल।
सुमित,
क्या मुझे कुछ करना है? क्या है?
हाँ?
नहीं,
ये,
शादी का पता
हाँ?
है। पावर माथा का पता
ओ, हेलो। हाँ, नहीं, हम तुमको फोन कर रहे हैं।
Darkest of days, heaven's a heartbreak away. Never let you go, never let me down. Oh, it's been a hell of a ride, driving the edge of a knife. Never let you go, never let me down. Don't you give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you, let me love you. Don't you give up, nah, nah, nah. I won't give up, nah, nah, nah. Let me love you, let me love you. हम तेरे बिन अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा, तुझसे जुदा अगर हो जाएंगे तो खुद से ही हो जाएंगे जुदा, क्योंकि तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो, जिंदगी अब तुम ही हो.
Rio's bringing the heat. Can't get you out of my mind, I can't lie. 'Cause a girl like you is so hard to find. I'm waiting for the day to make you mine. But it's good right. This ain't nothing but a summer jam. Everybody go party and dance. Whoa. Hot chicks, cool drinks, make a summer jam. We gonna party as much as we can. We break it down on the floor. The club's like the jungle, we going. Do you want more? Oh, now get right. The summer jam. Don't stop the beat. This ain't nothing but a summer jam. Everybody go party and dance. Hot chicks, cool drinks, make a summer jam. We gonna party as much as we She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She controls me, trolls me, trolls me. I wanna have her, but she's out of my league. I feel lonely, lonely, lonely. I keep holding on, hoping that one day she'll fall in love with me. I gotta be strong. Deep down inside, I know that we'll never be. I'm feeling low, feeling down, feeling left out in the crowd. I'm feeling blue. Oh, the sun is out, not a cloud. Still the rain keeps pouring down. I can't break through. Oh, 'cause when you left me out in the cold, I was so lonely. My heart froze and now I can't see where life is gone. I don't know what to do, and it's all 'cause of you. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, and da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, and da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, and da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee,
Yeah. 1, 2. Welcome to the La La Land.
It's not all about the money, not all about the fame, not
Yeah.
all about the money, money.
La la la
It's not
la.
all about the money, not
Yeah.
all about the fame, not all about the money, money.
Timber T. Come on now. What? La 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 la.
Baby girl, let me holler at you. I know you see these scars fast. best too. But take a minute, let me explain. Need somebody who ride when times change. Could you be the one to ride a shotgun and hold my heart? You the right one. See when everything fade, you be right there. No blinded by the stars of bright glare. You will get a girl, but you ain't like that. See you different, I like that. See the money in the cars don't mean a thing. Eat anybody famous, all a game. If you didn't hold my pain, be true to your man. Just stick to the plan. Wanna give you my last name. Gonna show you I ain't playing.
It's not all about the money, not all about the fame, not all about the money, money, money. Yeah. It's not all about the money, not all about the fame, not all about the money, money, money. It's not all about the money, not all about the fame. See, I don't really care 'cause it really don't mean a thing. I just need you by my side. Don't you ever go away. I'll do anything. I want you to stay.
I know you're used to flashy things and the high life, but I'm not the type of girl that you can buy. You gotta love me with your heart, boy. 'Cause I've been true from the start, boy. Nothing's getting with me, and I like it when you spend your time with me. I need you dedicated to me.
It's not all about the money, not all about the fame, not all about the money, money, money. Yeah. It's not all about the money, not all about the fame, not all about the money, money, money. It's not all about the money, not all about the fame. See, I don't really care 'cause it really don't mean a thing. I just need you by my side. Don't you ever go away. I'll do anything. I want you to stay.
These girls be all over me, but I know they ain't down for me. I see my future with you, girl. I see you part of my world. Could you be the one to ride a shotgun and hold my heart? You the right one. So when everything fade, you be right there. Not blinded by the stars of bright glare.
All about the money, not all about the fame. See, I don't really care 'cause it really don't mean a thing. I just need you by my side. Don't you ever go away. I'll do anything. I want you to stay. Boom. I said Lino. I said Lorinda. Yeah. Badam, 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 badam. Big tune. Let's go.
bara bara, bere bere bere, bara bara bara, bere 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 bere, bara bara bara, bere bere bere, bara bara bara, bere 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 bere. Opa! E quando eu te pegar, você vai ficar louca, vai ficar doidinha, doidinha dentro da roupa. E quando eu te pegar, vou fazer diferente. Tenho certeza vai virar a sua mente. A bebida tá subindo, a cabeça enlouquecendo, o clima tá esquentando. Só vai dar eu e você pra gente. Então fazer o quê? Bara bara bara, bere bere bere, bara bara bara, bere 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 bere, bara bara bara, bere bere bere, bara bara bara, bere 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 bere. E quando eu te pegar, você vai ficar louca, vai ficar doidinha, doidinha dentro da roupa. E quando eu te pegar, vou fazer diferente. Tenho certeza vai virar a sua mente. A bebida tá subindo, a cabeça enlouquecendo, o clima tá esquentando. Só vai dar eu e você pra gente. Então fazer vai. Bara bara bara, bere bere bere, bara bara bara, bere 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 bere, bara bara bara, bere bere bere, bara bara bara, bere 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 bere. Simbora dançar, turma! Bara bara bara, bere bere bere, bara bara bara, bere 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 bere, bara bara bara, bere bere bere, bara bara bara, bere 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 bere.
Show my people, everybody's back to the dance floor now. Brian Wilson and Sebastian Craig, they say, dança comigo, dança, dança comigo, dança, dança comigo. Everybody now. Me encanta cómo estás gustando, sigue bailando, sigue jugando, sigue cantando, sigue amando, que mi cuerpo está levantando. Su cuerpo es el fuego que me llega el alma. Si deja de bailar, ya no tengo alma. Ela é uma mulher de verdade, seu corpo dá calor e dá vontade. Ela quer uma dança de verdade, seu corpo dá calor e dá vontade.
Hi Gitali, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Hope you are fine.
Yeah, today you do
Okay.
na greater.
Yeah. Okay. You'll be making me co-host, right?
Yeah. In Bombay is a holiday mood, na?
Acha. Everyone is having holiday. Nasik, there is no holiday.
Why? Why?
God knows why. Ganpati Bappa is not happy over here. There is no holidays. So we are all working.
So what time Anuj come?
I was told that he will be there by 11. So rest we can test the audio and all with him. That's what Sukriti told me.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
he not yet come.
Sorry?
He not join.
Yeah.
So
Because
you call or I call him? You call him.
I don't have his number.
Okay. He called me yesterday. Did you share the link with Anuj?
I haven't done anything because I received the link.
और ज्वाइन कर जाते ना टेस्ट कर लेते सारा माइक ऑडियो ऐसा ज्वाइन करके ये मैं जूम में टेस्ट कर लेते सारा चीज ओके अच्छा ठीक कोई पीपीटी नहीं है ना अच्छा यू आर एक्सपर्ट गाइस ना ठीक है ठीक है He will join within a 5 minutes. So till the time I share the screen with the time countdown.
हाँ जी.
você na madrugada dançar, pular até o sol raiar. Gata me liga, mais tarde tem balada. Quero curtir com você na madrugada dançar, pular, que hoje vai rolar o tchê 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 tchê. Gustavo Lima e você tchê 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 tchê. Gustavo Lima e você.
Теперь не веселиться, не грустить от разных бед. В нашем доме поселился замечательный сосед. Мы с соседями не знали и не верили себе, что у нас сосед играет на кларнете и трубе.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
разных бед. В нашем доме поселился замечательный сосед. Мы с соседями не знали и не верили себе, что у нас сосед играет на кларнете и трубе.
That tonight's the night that I'ma make it mine, and you can tell a friend that I'm about to shine. All the boys are looking over to my free.
Girls, 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 girls. Well, yellow, red, black or white, and a little bit of moonlight for this intercontinental romance. Shy girl, sexy girl, hell like that fancy world. Champagne, a gentle song, and a slow dance. Girls, girls, girls.
Girls, 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 we all up in the party. Dressed to kill in my dressing heels, I'm feeling kinda naughty. My girls, 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 all the boys they wanna dance, but I'm with all my girls, so they won't stand a chance. If you wanna be my boyfriend, if you wanna be my man, you don't have to keep me guessing, you don't have to understand. If you wanna be my boyfriend, if you wanna be my man, you don't have to keep me guessing, you don't have to understand. I said tonight's the night that I'ma make it mine, and you can tell a friend that I'm about to shine. All the boys are looking over to my free.
Girls, 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 girls. Well, yellow, red, black or white, and a little bit of moonlight for this intercontinental romance. Shy girl, sexy girl, hell like that fancy world. Champagne, a gentle song, and a slow dance. Girls, girls, girls.
Girls, 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 fellas, lovers, come. My girls, 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 ain't no one above us, come. My girls, 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 all the boys they wanna dance, but I'm with all my girls, so they won't stand a chance. If you wanna be my boyfriend, if you wanna be my man, you don't have to keep me guessing, you don't have to understand. If you wanna be my boyfriend, if you wanna be my man, you don't have to keep me guessing, you don't have to understand. I said tonight's the night that I'ma make it mine, and you can tell a friend that I'm about to shine. All the boys are looking over to my free.
Girls, 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 girls. Well, yellow, red, black or white, and a little bit of moonlight for this intercontinental romance. Shy girl, sexy girl, hell like that fancy world. Champagne, a gentle song, and a slow dance. Girls, girls, girls.
Can I hear my girls, 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 girls? Can I hear my girls, girls, girls?
girl, you're suffocating me. And I'm trying my best to just breathe, but the thought of leaving love is killing me. 'Cause I know I don't wanna let it go. I tried, push the pedal, girl, I think I'm letting go. I know I don't wanna let it go. I tried, push the pedal, girl, I think I'm letting go. I know, caught up in the middle, I cried just a little, but I think I'm letting go. Oh no, gave up on the wheel, I cried just a little, but I think I'm letting go. I know, caught up in the middle, I cried just a little, but I think I'm letting go. Oh no, gave up on the wheel, I cried just a little, but I think I'm letting go. I think I'm letting go.
This world's full of beautiful girls, same time I don't know what to do. Look here, look there, they everywhere, dog. Can you blame me if I want more than two? See, things have changed and things ain't the same. Now these women are the ones running games. It's almost like the prettier they are, the more they break it hard. Stop, let me start. Pretty ass, pretty lips, pretty hair, pretty hips, pretty. Oh man, that's a pretty. I'ma tell you like my mom told me. If you wanna live a happy life, it's simple, dog. Make an ugly woman your wife.
In the middle, girl, you're suffocating me. And I'm trying my best to just breathe, but the thought of leaving love is killing me. Oh, yes, I know I don't wanna let it go. I tried, push the pedal, girl, I think I'm letting go. I know I don't wanna let it go. I tried, push the pedal, girl, I think I'm letting go. I know, caught up in the middle, I cried just a little, but I think I'm letting go. Oh no, gave up on the wheel, I cried just a little, but I think I'm letting go. I know, caught up in the middle, I cried just a little, but I think I'm letting go. Oh no, gave up on the wheel, I cried just a little, but I think I'm letting go. I think I'm letting go.
I'm feeling alright. We're gonna take the night. We're gonna burn a candlelight. When you're dancing on your own, then I'm feeling alone. The DJ gives the music alive. Saying goodbye to the past. We're gonna make this party last. Just gonna let it go. Make the time flow. Gonna keep on running tonight. Love is so true.
next to you. We're moving in the twilight groove. Holding me so tight, 'cause music is my life. Music makes the feeling so right. Gonna have a good time tonight. Till the morning comes so divine. I just wanna let it go. Make the time flow. Gonna keep it rocking tonight.
I just spoke to Mr. Anuj Sharma. So his laptop is giving some trouble. So he's joining in 5 minutes. So
Okay.
that's what he informed. Yeah. So, sir, we will be, once he comes, then only I'll start his introduction, right? And
Yeah.
then we'll open the waiting room, right? Once he
Yeah.
has entered, right?
Once he check my audio and video, after the confirmation from his side, we allow the student to enroll. Gitali.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yes,
he's
now
there.
he joined Anuj Sharma.
Hello. Good morning. So you can, if you can switch on your video and we can test, and if you would like to share any PPT.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, the PPT is fine.
Cool.
Good morning,
Okay.
after a long time.
Hmm. थोड़ा सा इसको ऊपर कर देता हूँ कुछ कर पाता हूँ भाई बस दिस इज बेटर हाँ बताइए क्या
So
टेस्ट करना है
little
आपको
state your camera.
एक सेकंड ना मैं पीपीटी कर देता हूँ फिर शेयर करता हूँ
विनोद जी आप कुछ बोल रहे थे कैमरा के लिए?
हाँ। अनुज जी थोड़ा सा लैपटॉप को पीछे कर दो आप, ठीक हो जाएगा आपका स्क्रीन।
Your head is getting cut, sir.
हाँ मेरा हाँ करता हूँ मैं 1 मिनट पहले टेस्ट वाला काम कर लूँ
जी
छोटी डिटेल बाद में कर लूँ Host has to enable sharing.
Yeah. I will make you the co-host. That is a better way. Now it's okay?
So test again. If you can share the PPT, he has enabled it for you.
I can.
Right. So Vinod ji, फिर आप immediately annotations off कर देंगे ना? Once he starts sharing. Right. Okay. So Anuj sir, I'll be reading out. In fact, I'll be communicating to everyone about your introduction in initially. And after that, then we'll open the session to you. Yeah. Okay.
So shall we start to taking the student in room?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Please switch on your video.
So start कर देते हैं हम और क्या है?
Right. So.
बच्चे वीडियो टाइम लगाएंगे start.
Right.
Over to Vitali.
Thank you, sir. So a very good morning to everyone, the honorable guests, Mr. Anuj Sharma, INIFD faculty members, and our dear students. A warm welcome to all of you to yet another workshop of INIFD Knowledge Series from the world of fashion design. I am sure all the students and even the staff members must be having an enriching experience with all these workshops. So today we have an eminent designer amongst us who brought in a new method to construct clothes without any machines, tools, or stitches. Hard to believe, isn't it? But yes, it is true. So here we have one of the famous fashion designer, Mr. Anuj Sharma. On behalf of all the members of INIFD, I welcome you, sir, to today's session.
Thank you.
It is not always important that to create something new, we would have to waste the resources that we have. In fact, it's the sustainability factor that each one of us must adopt and adapt in the world today. And that's what fashion designer Mr. Anuj Sharma did, as he works mainly in the areas of craft development and sustainability. Mr. Sharma's other areas include teaching fashion and understanding human behavior with the help of fashion. He has previously shown his collection in Japan, UK, Sweden, and Bangladesh. Back in 2007, Mr. Anuj Sharma entered into fashion design world with his debut collection called Sunday Market after his post-graduation studies in apparel design at the renowned design school, National Institute of Design, NID, India, and a master's in high-performance sportswear design at the University of Derby, UK, for which he was even awarded the Charles Wallace India Trust Scholarship in 2002. As mentioned earlier, Mr. Anuj Sharma innovated a unique method to construct clothes without any machines, tools, or stitches, and titled this technique as button masala. The technique gained immense popularity, and the button masala collection has been shown internationally, for example, as part of traveling exhibition connecting concepts by Dutch Design DFA and part of exhibition Bliss at the Taiwan Design Expo in 2011. He has taught this technique of button masala to over 20,000 people across the world. Mr. Anuj Sharma was invited to give a TED talk on the method of his button masala collection and was awarded the Most Innovative Collection of the Year Award 2009 for his collection Button Masala at Marie Claire Made in India Fashion Awards. Button Masala was recently selected as one of the 10 most sustainable projects in the open category by State of Fashion Holland, and the work was exhibited in Arnhem, Holland. Levi's India collaborated with Button Masala to come out with a signature piece using the technique. Mr. Sharma was also an artist in residence in ESPIS, Stockholm, and was a recipient of Studio Grant Residency Program in 2015. He has also held about 30 workshops of button masala in Sweden, South Africa, Germany, Denmark, Sri Lanka, and Holland. Mr. Sharma has also worked on design of Indian police uniform for BPR&D. He is frequently invited as workshop leader and lecturer to talk about his innovative design and method development, for example, in South Africa as a part of India-Africa program and the Indian Design Forum, which was held at NCPA Mumbai 2013. In 2011, Mr. Sharma was invited by HCL to give a talk on unconventional management during World Economic Forum at Davos in Switzerland. He was invited by Adidas to its design headquarters in Germany to teach button masala to their design team in the year 2017. Mr. Sharma has also attended fashion coterie in New York, participated with the show at Alchemy Festival in London, and was selected amongst 4 finalists for International Young Fashion Entrepreneur of the Year Award, IFFEY, by British Council India. I'm sure you all must be interested to know about the technique button masala. So here we have the designer who invented it, Mr. Anuj Sharma, and you can also get to know more about this technique from Button Masala page on Facebook. So without taking any further time, we'll begin with the session. I request all the students to keep themselves muted, and we will have the questions and answer sessions at the end of the session. I will now hand over the session to Mr. Anuj Sharma.
Thank you very much. I see there's a lot of people who joined. I also see a lot of people who interned with us some point of time. So I see some familiar names. So happy to see you all. Good morning. Sometimes I feel that I've done so much workshops and talks with INIFD. I feel like, okay, you all must be bored about talking to or hearing from me about butter masala. I also get bored talking about it at times because I talk a lot more than you guys hear. So sometimes it's like that, you have to keep talking about it till you take it to the path that you want it to be. So sorry to those who have already heard about it before, but those who haven't, most welcome to. And for those who have heard it before, you can always ask me things later. INIFD and I've had a very long association. I started teaching at INIFD workshops, largely workshops is what I take in 2007. So it was the first time me and Rahul Mishra went together to Chandigarh, met up Anil Khosla sir, and he said, you should start taking workshops for us. So then I did some, both of us used to go travel. Then we did a lot of teachers training program, a lot of other. So I have a lot of respect for INIFD for inviting me. And I feel that I'm lucky, and I feel that there's enough number of people who should be lucky about having all these very interesting people that they invite over once in a while. So thank you once again. My name is Anuj Sharma, and I have this very small technique called butter masala. It's a system that I developed in 2009. It was my 6th collection at Lakme when I showed this collection. It wasn't the brand name; it was just the collection name. And I basically was making in 2007 when I started. My first collection was called Sunday Market. She must have told you. The Sunday Market collection was this small collection of 10 garments which I got selected in Gen Next. I had no interest in fashion, and I had no interest in going to Lakme or fashion weeks. Unlike many of you who want to be part of it, I had no interest in it. But I was invited to Japan to do a show, and I didn't have money, and I didn't have any interest in making a collection. But they said, if you want to travel to Japan for free for 15 days, you have to show a collection. So I had to make a collection, but I didn't have money and I had no interest in making the garments. So I said, what do I do? So I went to this Sunday market, which is like a Raviwari or Budhar market, whatever. Each city has this second-hand market. So I went to this market, which happens on Sunday. I bought 10 black shirts, 10, 15 black shirts in 700 rupees. I had to pick a color. I said black would be the best because white will be very dirty. Black will hide all the dirt. So anyways, I'm buying second-hand. So I bought second-hand shirts, and I started draping that on the body. And in about 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours of total work, I had finished my collection. And that same collection I had sent to Lakme, and I got selected. So first I went to Japan, did 2 shows there. And then I came to India, and I saw Lakme there. And Rahul Mishra was my student. So he had already gotten into Lakme the season before. So he said, sir, you should apply. I said, no, I'm not going to apply. He said, no, you have a collection, you should apply. I said, okay, fine, I will apply. So I got through Lakme. After I did Lakme, I said, yeah, this is easy because if I work for 4 days, I can do a collection. So next time I did the collection again in 5-6 days. The third collection was also done in 5-6 days. Fourth collection also done like that. So like that, I got very used to making collections at a very quick speed. So it became my method of making clothes. Also not because I want to make quick collection. I don't like working too much. I'm a very lazy person. And at the same time, I'm a very easygoing person. I don't like people working day in, day night, and then doing something for somebody. I think it's if you work 3 to 4 hours a day nicely, and if it pays you well in that much time, that's more than enough. You should work. And then, of course, if your passion allows you, if your interest allows you, you can work as much as you want. If you don't get tired, if you're not shouting at people, if you're not getting bored, if you're not cribbing about your life. So I did button masala as my sixth collection, and that's why the whole fashion, my journey of fashion also stopped in a way, because that collection was my last collection at Lakme. I did show a few shows after that in Lakme, but they were smaller shows. But till then, I was regularly showing at Lakme. I was one of the biggest fashion designer in the young generation who was. I was in every single Vogue since Vogue started in India till 2010. After I did Button Masala, I have not been in part of any Vogue magazine. So you can understand that fashion does not really mean that you do good work. It means you are visible. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, जो नहीं दिखता वो नहीं बिकता. तो मैं दिखाई नहीं देता हूँ, और यही एक कारण है. मगर बटन मसाला is a technique that I think they read out a profile which is quite old, but I have now close to taught about 45,000 people, 40,000 people across the world. And a lot more people in this country know better about button masala than they can talk about any designer in the country. Within this bunch of people that here, 350, if I ask you to talk about Sabyasachi or Manish Malhotra's work for more than 5 minutes, everybody will only talk 5 minutes about how they have dressed up Kareena Kapoor, Katrina Kaif, Deepika Padukone, and that 5 minutes will only go in saying the actress's name. But if you have to talk about somebody's work for 5 minutes, I don't think anybody can say what exactly and how and what are the details in Manish Malhotra's work or anybody else's work. But if you say button masala, I think people will make 5 people in this place will make a garment in 5 minutes and show. So that's the kind of difference that I wanted to make with my work. So I have believed in the idea of spreading the joy of design and fashion rather than keeping and hiding the designs to myself and not letting anybody learn what button masala is. Yeah. So I have been teaching button masala online ever since Corona happened, and that's why some of you here who are probably in first year still joined button masala internship. So you can, all of you can actually join button masala Instagram, and we keep updating when we have our online batches. We have one batch every month, and we have like about a month's workshop where we meet 8 times. But the kind of work that people do in that 1 month is huge. It's bigger than most portfolios that I've ever seen, because we do so much work in those 8 classes, which is basically just 8 hours of meeting, and probably 2 hours of work every day. And people do a lot of work in that time, and it's been a fantastic journey for me. Corona has been super, because I started online. Otherwise, I used to travel. So I've been to INIFD, all INIFD pretty much, Indore, Kanpur, Bhopal, Lucknow, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Ajmer, name a INIFD and I've been there. Hamirpur, Calcutta side I haven't been much, Siliguri I haven't been, but I've been to pretty much most of the INIFDs. So I used to travel for 2 days and do a workshop and come. So it's much more fun to do a physical workshop, but because the technique is so simple, you can actually do it very, very, even online it is very nice and it's simpler, and you don't need machine. So this technique doesn't need sewing machine, stitching, threads, needle, cutting, or any other form of prior learning. So anybody. So I have also had classes where the mother is in the class, the daughter is also in the class, the grandmother is also in the class. All 3 are learning, and probably grandmother is doing a good job at times, and sometimes the little daughter is doing very good, and sometimes the fashion student is doing better. But most often I've seen people who don't know fashion as much do better. because then they don't have that thought process, oh, I want to do this. So the idea of design that I follow is convenience. I follow the idea of easy. I follow the idea of not worrying about what will people say, how will I do it. Otherwise, imagine 700 रुपए में second hand shirts का collection बना के कौन लैक में जाता है. मतलब अगर आप में से 99% 99 मतलब कोई भी अप्लाई ही नहीं करता ऐसे कलेक्शन से. तो कई बार अक्सर लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं लैक्मे में जाना है तो सर कैसे जाए, हमारे पास तो पैसे ही नहीं है. मैंने कहा मैं तो 700 रुपए का कलेक्शन बना के ले गया था. तो पैसे तो कभी किसी ने कहा नहीं कि पैसे से ही कुछ चीज होती है. आप में अगर इच्छा है और कारण है, तो मेरे पास जापान जाने का जज्बा था. आई वांटेड टू गो टू जापान. दैट वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी. सो आई हैड टू डू अ कलेक्शन. आई डिडंट हैव मनी. सो डिजाइन इज नॉट अबाउट ये होगा तो ये करते, ये होता तो वो करते, ये होगा तो वो करेंगे. नहीं. डिजाइन इज अबाउट whatever you have, how much ever you have, how do you utilize that happily. तो अभी आप घरों पे बैठे हैं, कहीं किसी का मशीन है नहीं है, बट हाथ के धागा से स्टिच तो कर सकते हैं ना. हाथ के उससे काटने का नहीं है तो बिना काटे कर सकते हैं. टेबल नहीं है तो नीचे बैठ के कर सकते हैं. ड्रेस फॉर्म नहीं है तो इंसाफ पे कर सकते हैं ड्रेप. तो 1000 तरीके हैं करने के. Every situation gives you an opportunity which you cannot imagine based on what you've learned so far. It's only time will teach you a new thing. So you have to understand that how you make the best of the time that comes, not the time that will come later. आएगा जब आएगा, but जब वो आता है उस समय, उस वक्त पे आप क्या स्थिति में. So if you're annoyed and if you, some people are always worried कि कल क्या होगा. कल के चक्कर में आज भी चला जाता है. आज भी कुछ नहीं सीख पाते. कल जब होता है तो आज ढंग से सोए नहीं, तो कल नींद आ रही होती है. तो जब जागना होता है तब सो रहे होते हैं, जब सो रहा होता है जागना होता है. तो वो बेसिकली कहने का मतलब ये है कि पढ़ाई लिखाई एक तरफ, सीखना करना एक तरफ, but to be present in the moment and enjoying the moment and living the moment has been my basic idea of design. The only reason why all across the country, all the designers, doesn't matter which top designer you will put in front of them, and if they don't know of me and if they deny that they know me, you show them my work for 5 minutes, they would want to know me. There's nobody in this country who doesn't want to know me if they know my work. Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. You can take anybody and show my work. Put me in front of any chief minister, prime minister, I will show my work. They will walk out with a picture with me. I won't have to ask. The reason being the work. What you do, what your integrity is, what your concept is, it doesn't mean it has to be very different. So I did not start Button Masala with the idea of being very different. I started the Button Masala with the idea of doing a work that is convenient for me. I wanted to be very happy with what I was doing. And I don't want to have sleepless nights working all night, doing something for somebody. I always want 3 घंटे खेलो, 3 घंटे कूदो, 3 घंटे बातें करो, 3 घंटे काम करो, 8-9 घंटे सो, कुछ फिल्में देखो, कुछ चाय पीने जाओ कहीं, लोगों से बात. तो सब करना होता है जिंदगी में. अभी जिंदगी में वेट करेंगे जब बूढ़े हो जाएंगे तब मजे करेंगे, तो वो भी संभव नहीं है. तब अपने पास हड्डियां नहीं होगी मजे करने के लिए. So I traveled. In last 1.5 years, I have traveled to 25 cities. I have away from my studio and I haven't done any work, but I was teaching online, so I was fine with what I was doing. But I haven't produced anything. I haven't worried about selling something. So at this stage of life, at your college life, I don't know which year all of you are in. कौन से year में ये सब लोग आप लोग?
First year.
Second year.
ओके. समझ गया. तो कुछ फर्स्ट में, कुछ सेकंड में, कुछ थर्ड में. फर्स्ट में सबसे ज्यादा है. सेकंड थर्ड तक आते आदमी को लगता है ये क्या है, ये तो रोजाना मेरे को नहीं सीखना, मैं तो सो रहा हूँ. फर्स्ट ईयर वाले वैसे भी इसलिए बेचारों ने, माँ बाप ने भी पैसे डांट के कहते जा अटेंड कर क्लास. तो थोड़ा फर्स्ट ईयर का ये भी होता है, पैसे खर्च किए तो फर्स्ट ईयर के ज्यादा होंगे. अगर कितने लोग हैं मैं बता भी सकता हूँ कितने एग्जैक्ट फर्स्ट ईयर के इसमें. यहाँ पे टोटल है 375. उसमें से 25 एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन और दूसरे लोग हैं. 350 में से कम 270 के आसपास फर्स्ट ईयर वाले हैं। ये बाद में कैलकुलेट करवा लेना आप लोग। और बाकी 30-40 सेकेंड ईयर वाले हैं, और फाइनल ईयर थर्ड ईयर वाले बहुत कुछ 20-25-30 लोग से ज्यादा नहीं है। ठीक है, तो आइडियली ऐसा होना नहीं चाहिए। आई थिंक थर्ड ईयर वालों को ज्यादा एक्साइटमेंट होना चाहिए कि ये खत्म हो रहा है, आप जाते जाते कुछ सीख लें। बट ये फर्स्ट ईयर वालों को ज्यादा एक्साइटमेंट होता है।
Sir, I am also in third year.
हाँ, वेरी गुड, समझ गया मैं। मतलब मैं जो थर्ड ईयर वाले उनकी तारीफ, शुक्रिया तहे दिल से, फर्स्ट ईयर वालों का भी और सेकंड ईयर वालों का। और कोई फोर्थ ईयर वाला है फेल हुआ जो, उसका तो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आने के लिए।
Sir, already graduated.
हाँ, तो आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
INIFD pass out here.
I know. A lot of people will come like that also. वो क्यों आते हैं फोर्थ ईयर वाले? क्योंकि उनको पता है कि बेटा 3 साल निकल गए, अब क्या करें, अब सीखते हैं। तो ये जो कॉलेज में होना, तब ये सीखने का जज्बा जो है ना, वो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी होता है कभी कभी। और कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं वो कोई भी मौका नहीं छोड़ते सीखने का। ऐसे लोग बहुत ही अच्छे होते हैं, क्योंकि सीखना कभी भी, वैसे आप चाहो ना चाहो, आप आंखें बंद भी कर लो और क्लास में बंद भी कर दो, मेरे को कुछ सीखना नहीं है, तो भी आप कुछ सीख रहे होते हैं। सीखना कभी दिमाग छोड़ता नहीं है, वो आपके बस क्या नहीं है। आप नहीं डिसाइड करते कि आप सीखना चाहते हैं, ये आपका दिमाग सोचता है कि उसको सीखना है कि नहीं। और उसको अगर सीखना है तो सीखेगा, क्योंकि उसको जिंदा रहना है। आपका ये जो अहंकार है डिजाइनर का, ये अलग चीज है, उसकी आवश्यकता नहीं है। तो डिजाइन को कोई चीज मारता है, इफ देयर इज वन थिंग दैट किल्स डिजाइन, it is ego. So when designers start having ego, it kind of kills your design and creativity. Yeah. So always try and be humble, be gentle. Do not say that I have done something so great that nobody else can do. Look at my work. Look at my work. Design is the only field where people keep fighting about the same thing and keep telling each other, "You copied mine. You copied mine. You copied mine." अभी फर्स्ट ईयर में आए हो, अभी थोड़ी देर में चालू हो जाएगा, आपको लगेगा आप ही डिजाइन सब कॉपी कर रहे हैं। बट ऐसा कहने से पहले कभी अपने डिजाइन पे देखा है कि आपने क्या किसी का कॉपी किया है? ये जो कुर्ता बना रहे हैं आप, इससे पहले कभी किसी ने कुर्ता बनाया है कि नहीं? या आप जो ये काले रंग के कपड़े में जो ड्रेस ड्रॉ किए हैं, ये आज तक 250 करोड़ बार बन चुकी है, और इससे पहले कभी बनी है कि नहीं? या ये पहली बार जिंदगी में बटन आपने लगाया इस कलर का, इस कलर के साथ में? तो ये सोचना कभी डिजाइन में, ये पहले समझ जाना जरूरी है कि देयर आर वेरी लिटिल न्यू थिंग्स दैट वी डू. Once you understand that, you do not waste your time trying to be very different all the time. You then, it's like mothers. मम्मी कभी पड़ोस में जाकर किसी दूसरी पड़ोसी की मम्मी को नहीं बोलती कि आपकी चपाती मेरी चपाती की तरह दिखती है, मैं कंप्लेन कर दूंगी टीचर पे, आप ऐसी चपाती नहीं बना सकते। सारी मम्मियाँ एक सी चपाती बनाती है, सारे राजस्थानी एक से दाल बाटी बनाते हैं, सारे मराठी एक से पिटला भाकरी बनाते हैं, सारे पंजाबी एक सा पनीर बनाते हैं। तो सबका खाना एक सा ही होता है हर एक रीजन के अंदर, बट फिर भी स्वाद अलग अलग होता है, क्योंकि जो डिफरेंस है वो खाने में नहीं है, वो आपके किसमें है बताएगा कोई? टाइप कर सकते हैं। जो डिफरेंस है सबके दाल बाटी के अंदर, दाल के अंदर वही दाल डलती है और उसी तरह से बाटी बनती है। फिर टेस्ट क्यों अलग होता है सबका?
तरीका अलग अलग होता है।
पर्सनल व्यूज होते हैं,
तरीका भी अलग अलग नहीं, टेस्ट तो अलग होता है।
अंडरस्टैंडिंग,
नहीं, आप समझिए, एक बात समझिए कि कोई भी पनीर पालक पनीर में पनीर डलेगा और पालक डलेगा, उसमें लहसुन डलेगा, उसमें गोभी डलेगा। आप सारे लोगों को एक सा इंग्रेडिएंट देते और उतना ही दें एग्जैक्ट जितना बनाने में चाहिए।
पैटर्न अलग होता है बनाने में।
कुछ भी अलग नहीं होता। ये शब्दों का खेल मत जाइए। पैटर्न क्या होता है? प्रोसेस। कुछ अलग नहीं होता, सब बनाने वाला अलग होता है। बनाने वाले की सोच अलग होती है। जिस
और
दिन
सर सबकी मेंटेलिटी भी अलग होती है।
तो उसको इंग्लिश में सोच ही बोलते हैं।
मसाला भी अलग होता है।
हाँ, ओके। अब मैं खत्म कर देता हूँ, आपने सबने कह दिया, मैं खत्म कर देता हूँ। मसाला भी एक ही होता है, सोच अलग होती है। कि जब मम्मी प्यार से बनाती है ना, तो मम्मी का प्यार होता है जो आप टेस्ट करते हो। जिस दिन मम्मी गुस्से में होती है, वो गुस्सा आप टेस्ट करते हैं। तो बिना खाए भी आपको, बिना थोड़ा सा खाते ही मुंह में डालते ही आपको पता लग जाता है आज मम्मी बड़े गुस्से में है, घर में कुछ तो तकलीफ है। तो ऐसा नहीं कि मम्मी आधा किलो मिर्ची ज्यादा डाल देती है आपको जलाने के लिए, सिर्फ ख्याल नहीं डालती। तो कोई भी काम में पहले इंपॉर्टेंट है इंटेंशन। आप इंटेंशन क्या डाल रहे हैं, आपका इंटेंशन क्या है। So what is most important in design is to put the right amount of intention, yeah, and the right kind of intention. If your intentions are not great, if they don't have the power, you will never be able to do great design. एक दो साल आप कहीं फेमस हो गए, किसी ने आपको बहुत कुछ कह दिया, वो बात अलग है। मगर जिंदगी भर के लिए आपको पॉपुलर होना है, जहाँ आपका सम्मान और आपका काम की बातें हो, या आपके चले जाने के बाद भी आपके काम पे चर्चा हो, तो work has to be done with intention. Now, design, when it becomes only aesthetics based, it's a problem. When it is design, is intention based. What are you doing the design for? Why are you making the same kurta over and over again? Who are you making the kurta for? What is he going to do? So it is not in how the kurta is made. It is what happens after kurta is worn is what you have to design. अभी रेमंड्स का जैकेट तो सभी लड़के पहन सकते हैं, बट इसका मतलब ये थोड़ा होता है वो जेंटलमैन बन जाते हैं, नहीं बनते ना। तो वो तरीकों में जो है ना, लोगों के तरीके डिजाइन करने हैं। आपको क्या करना है, कपड़े पहनने के बाद इंसान क्या करता है, वही चीज आपको सोचना है। इस तरीके से अगर जब आप सोचेंगे तो आगे चल पाएंगे। अब एक काम करते हैं कि हम हाँ, एक तो जो म्यूट नहीं वो अपने आप को म्यूट कर लें। आजकल सलू जाते हैं, वो तो म्यूट है। हाँ, दूसरा, आई विल स्टार्ट शोइंग यू, I will what you call show you how button masala progressed, from where it progressed, and how it went. We can take the questions after that. I'll probably simply quietly demonstrate how it's done, or maybe show you one or two products. And ma'am है कोई, मैम बैठी हैं मुझे बता सकें जो, how much time do we have?
So we have enough time. So
नहीं मतलब I'm just asking what total time.
Yeah, so it will continue till 2, sir. So we can.
2.5 घंटे तो नहीं हो पाएगा, 2.5 घंटे तो मैं भी बोल जाऊंगा, ये भी भाग जाएगा। नहीं मतलब
yes, sir, up to you, sir. We have enough time.
ठीक है। हाँ, okay. I will share the presentation now, and I'll show you guys how I went about doing butter masala. Okay. So this is a small illustration we made for our show. मैंने किसी आदमी को बटन गलत लगाए हुए देखा था, उसने ऐसे बटन गलत लगा दिया था शर्ट में, कभी कभी ऐसे ऐसे रह जाता है। तो मैंने सोचा कि अगर सब लोग अगर बटन सारे ही गलत लगाए तो वो पैटर्न बन जाए। तो ऐसा सोचा कि अगर बहुत सारे बटन हो और बहुत सारे बटन होल हो, तो उनका कॉम्बिनेशन से अगर सब बटन गलत लगे तो कैसा होगा। तो ये सोचते हुए मैंने एक फैब्रिक पे बटन लगाए और एक पट्टी पे मैंने बटन होल लगाया। अब मैं क्या है कि आई डू नॉट ड्रॉ मच एट ऑल एक्चुअली, सो आई स्ट्रेट अवे गो इनटू द कॉन्सेप्ट. I think of a concept and I go into it and I start making it. So I told my tailor कि आप जाइए और कपड़े पे बटन लगाइए और पट्टी पे बटन होल बनवाइए। तो ऐसे एक फैब्रिक पे बटन लगाया और पट्टी पे बटन होल लगाए। 2-2 इंच पे बटन है, 2-2 इंच पे बटन होल है। तो उनके आपस के कॉम्बिनेशन से ये कपड़ा छोटे से बड़े से छोटा होता गया, या फिर छोटे से बड़ा कर सकते हैं, या फिर चौड़े से पतला, और उसकी विड्थ को वेरिएशन कर सकते हैं। So I kind of changed the length, and once I had done this, I knew that the concept is simple. So then I took a piece of fabric again, put buttons more accurately. I took a small piece of strap, many of them, and each one of them had one buttonhole, and I hung the dress and had many of those one small buttonhole with me. And I started changing the garment with a little detailing. Yeah. So the same garment is now changing. Once that was understood that yes, this works, I picked the right fabric. I picked 3 colors. I put the buttons in all the fabrics. Yeah. And I made lots of straps and I started draping them. Yeah. And I made this collection. So with this collection, I went to Lakme and I, when I remember meeting models and I said to all the models at the time of, please change the design if you want to. Usually designers design themselves and models have to wear. I said, why not you change it? And if you want to make it something else, I'll be happy. They all refused. They said, no, we can't do it. We're not designers. And that's when I realized that it's not the design that needs to keep changing. It's the mindset of the people that need to change. So I decided to teach more often. And I stopped doing Fashion Week. And I focused on teaching all kinds of people, not fashion design students only, all kinds of people. So I've taught lots of different kinds of people. And I won a most innovative designer of the year award that year against the finalists were Rohit Bal and Sabyasachi with me. There were 3 finalists. So I won that award. It was Mary Claire Award. So I won all kinds of awards. But I realized that it's not, again, as I said, it's design that we need to change. We need to change the mindset, because if you do the best design also, and if everybody still, women will come to you and say, भैया नई डिजाइन दिखाओ, ये कुर्ता नया दिखाओ, तो आपको वही कुर्ता उसको बार बार दिखा के वही बेचे जा रहे हैं. वो करने से आपको मौका, unless the consumer demands good things, if they know what they're asking for, designers won't have an opportunity to make something. That's why when you go out in the industry, when you look at the fashion collections of students, there's so much variety in it. But as soon as these people go on to the fashion weeks, everybody is still making ghagra choli. 95% of Indian designers. Yeah. So every
Anuj, unmute yourself. Anuj, unmute yourself.
I'll have to. Yeah. Okay. So you need a consumer that is demanding to actually utilize the potential of all the designers. So there's no point learning new designs and new ways and trying too hard unless the consumer is smart. But Indian industry likes the idea of making consumer fools by saying new design, new design, new design. जबकि जितना नया design होता, if there was so much new design, then we would all be wearing new designs. No? How come all of us are still wearing t-shirts and kurtas and pajamas and chudiyas and kalidar kurtas? There are only 10 designs that I know of. If I give you an assignment to find out the total number of designs, so then there are basically top and bottom, two categories, and top and bottom combined, 3. In bottom, there is open and there is bifurcated. Yeah, that's the kind of garments. Yeah. When you look at the category of clothing that we call, it is top, short dresses, full length dresses. Shirt is part of the top, and there are bottoms, which is skirts and trousers. Now there are short trousers, very short trousers, which is called shorts, and then full length trouser. Then comes the sizes, the fit, which is loose fit, tight fit, yeah, and empty fit. And then comes the silhouette. We all wear one silhouette in this country. Yeah. And we wear exactly that number of garments that I told you. The only thing that was interesting about clothing was drapes that we have lost. None of us wear drapes anymore. Very few people in villages wear drapes. That is also going to go away in few years. So I decided to teach after this collection. This is the collection that I made. It was really well appreciated. Everybody loved me. But I decided now I don't want to be doing this. And after this collection, so I keep my collection simple. I made a trouser at the backstage in about 5 minutes before I walked the ramp. So I made a whole trouser myself. I was invited by Grazia to do a shoot with 2 fabrics and 2 straps. So with 2 fabrics and 2 straps, I made 18 garments in 1 hour. Usually it takes about 2 months to make a collection of 5 garments. I could make 18 garments in 1 hour. So the concept, this particular concept allows you to make about close to 50,000-60,000 garments using these 2 pieces. Yeah. So I would make a garment, open it up, make another one. So I made an unmade 18 garments. It's not just I made the 18 garments with 18 different fabrics. It's the same fabric that I used. And I had to spend a lot of time trying to make this model stand straight. Otherwise, I would have done more. Then once I came back, I thought I should change my thought process and I would want to make, what about me teaching craftsmen how to use the tape. So I thought they can do button masala and they can make a bag, and if it doesn't sell, they can make a skirt. So then in the same process, I thought I will try batik as a fabric. So I wanted to try many craft fabrics so that I can teach. Yesterday, I went to 2 days, I was in Kutch teaching NGO called Srijan. There are 50 craftsmen how to use button masala. And they all made such beautiful garments in 2 days' time. So the idea, this concept, button masala, in 20 years will replace all possible courses, curriculums. It will change the way people wear clothes. It will change the fashion industry. And for that, I have to teach. And that's what I've been doing. I've been teaching. Because as a system, it's so simple. Once it's taught, you cannot deny the power of how it is done. So I took a piece of fabric. I made a bag out of it. The bag became another bag. The same bag became a cushion cover and so many other garments. But if you look at the last picture here, there's a rubber band. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, so this rubber band, I had a rubber band in my hand and I was shooting, and I said, why to waste time? I can probably use this. So I suddenly used the rubber band and I was very happy with it. And I said, wow, that's fantastic. I don't need to use the buttonholes anymore or the straps with buttonholes to attach them. So I realized I can now connect the buttons with rubber band. And then I realized I can insert the button inside the fabric and connect it with rubber band. Then I realized I can connect the button to button with rubber bands. And that's how it progressed. So within the span of 3 days, I came up with this. So I did not design it. It happened to me. And things happen if you let them happen to you. If you're stubborn and say, this is my design, this is how I will do it. But that's not nobody's design. You have to keep improving. If you can improve, why not? So don't get stuck in life at one place and say, this is what I have thought. So when you get stuck and say, oh, this is all I know. Oh, I've decided. You don't have to decide anything. You can keep changing. There is no law against changing your mind. So I changed my mind. I said, this is nice. I can improve on it. So I changed it. And within 3 days, I was doing this. And this was much nicer because I didn't have to stitch the buttons. I didn't have to go to a guy to get the buttonhole made. I didn't have to, buy the buttons. I didn't have to buy the button. I didn't have to make those buttonholes. So much more. That's also brilliant as a concept. But this was easier for me to execute. Now I take this much of rubber band, this much of button. I took 1 kg of button and half a kg of rubber band. And I had a workshop with 50 people for 2 days. So 100. So 100 garments were made with 2 kg of this material. And I can travel with that kind of material all across Europe for 2 months. And I don't have to worry about material. People bring their fabrics, I give them this, they sit and they make the garment. Yeah. So I can keep buying garments on my fabrics wherever I go, and I can just carry rubber band and buttons with me, and I can survive the world anywhere. Yeah. So it became very easy for me, and I started making these. So this is cotton malmal. Now there's no cutting. Just remember, now you're watching them, so you watch them carefully. There's no cutting, there's no stitching, no machine. Only the buttons are attached are on the sides. Yeah. Then we started using knits, checks, gamchas from Calcutta. We started making menswear. We started attaching the fabric onto the garment itself. We started doing making jackets out of shawls. We started doing kids wear. Then we thought, why buttons? Because we were not using buttons anymore. So we decided, what if we use something else? I was to make a sculpture for some exhibition. So we started doing all these various sculptural garments. So I have a team of 2 people, me and my tailor Munnabai, which you can see on the right hand side, and that's all. That's our team. So all the work is done by him. I travel and teach. That's him again. So you can make all kinds of toys, decorations, sculptures, more sculptures. This was the Delhi Fashion Week. I was invited for doing a series of sculptures for them. You can insert metal. You can make. I could make then dance costumes. I could make costumes with sound in it. I could make insert metal inside the fabric. I could attach the metal outside the fabric. I could make a boat using the same system. I could insert foam, and the same garment keeps changing. I could attach all forms of metal objects. This has incense stick, and these are all. This is a dress that I showed at Lakme again. So I was invited to do a collection. So I made, this was one garment, this is another garment, this is another garment. It took me about the lower part, which would usually take about 5 to 6 days for anybody to stitch. It took me about just 7 minutes to make that part. So we did what you call we could do mirror work using the same technique. We used waste fabric if there was any. With waste fabric, we made more same curtain. Curtain became the dress. You can use lots of handkerchiefs and attach them to make so smaller pieces can be attached. This is an example of how one piece can become can be worn many ways. This is 2 cushion covers that I had made for somebody, and then I opened it up before sending it to make same garment converts into many same fabric. 2 pieces of cotton cushion cover converts into many garments. It takes about 5-7 minutes in total to make all of that. And this was one piece of fabric. Again, this is multi-layered garments. You can make georgette chiffons. You can work with embroidery and button masala together. Laptop bags, pouches, clutches. These are 2 towels that we used. These are 2 what do you call it? This are 2 pieces of fabric that attaches itself to make one shoulder. But you can wear it many ways. This is khadi that we used again. Knits. This is checkered fabric. This is 2 towels again. Khadi, denim. So this is showing you variety of materials that you can use. Yeah. And each of these garments you can also make if you learn it properly. So this is a show in Bangladesh. We also do our own block printed sometimes, and we do these garments. This is what you call saris and blouses, and we have swimwear. This is the only place where we've done some cutting just to give it a style, but otherwise there's no need to do that also. We make trindles, we make costumes for movies, make wearable electronics, accessories, there is headgears, laptop bags, bags that we give away with our clothes that we sell. We have, of course, baskets, different kinds of baskets. We make shoes. So I made about 18 shoes. That show was at 12, 14. I made about 14 pairs of shoes in 3 days. So total 6 hours, I made all these shoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not this one. Like that. So we build it on existing shoes, and it's makes the shoes much nicer, much more fun. We do curtains, interiors, products. We do curtains with lights. We make curtains with magnets. We make lamps. There's one lamp pack there also at the back. It's in black color, so it's not so clearly visible. We make furniture. We make furniture with all kinds of simple processes. Combination of techniques of button masala to make these. As I said, we've been teaching, so these are kids who've learned how to make their raincoats. These are some other kids who we taught how to make their raincoats. So they made these raincoats in 15 to 20 minutes each. So you can imagine if you work for 2 hours, how many raincoats you can make. And if you learn it, and you've already learned the technique, how many garments or raincoats or bags or shoes you can make. So your portfolio can be much bigger if you learn this system compared to stitching, which is so much more tedious, more it needs accuracy of many kinds. This is a much nicer and forgiving and more variety because you can open the garment. So these are kids in South Africa, Uganda, Kenya. This is a kid in Sweden that I taught. I taught some 20 kids in Sweden, refugee kids, a few years back. This was a slum kid in South Africa. These are some students in some colleges. These are craftsmen in Kutch. These are their kids in Kutch who learned how to. So whenever I go teach these craftsmen, the kids decide not to go to school. And then they never want to go to school. Yesterday also I taught this kid. And now he wants to come and learn. So he's going to leave everything. He's going to come to Ahmedabad and he's going to learn to become a teacher of button masala. But the kind of garment he made on his own, yesterday, I'll share it later somewhere on social media. If you follow us, then you will see it. But when the lady who said that, would you like to go to learn button masala, his eyes was, yes, I have to go. But he was so happy. I have never seen anybody so happy for wanting to learn. And I'll share the picture someday. It's on my phone, so I can't show it right now, but yeah. So these are 2 women who made their first ever garment. This is kids from, these are kids from one anathalaya or orphanage. And these are tribals in Jharkhand. This is somebody in Berlin, sorry, in Adidas headquarters in, the city's name is very difficult to pronounce, but it's their headquarters. They've only invited 3 people to give a talk so far in Adidas from India. One is Tendulkar, one is Ranveer Singh, and third is me. But I was the only one who talked about design. The other 2 obviously spoke about their fields. This is their, one of the admin person. This is their Adidas shoes, whatever shoes you wear, she's the one who makes the patterns along with his team. She's the head of the team. She made the garment. She was so happy to know that there are actually ways of making things without cutting and pattern making. This is a Japanese kid who made his own garment. That's a artist in Holland who made, who had printed these sarees, 6 sarees. Then I went to Holland and I lived with her in Amsterdam for 6 days. The first 5 days, we only put buttons in all those 6 sarees. So all the dots that you see are the buttons. Then we put on all those 6 fabrics, we put buttons. We cut them in different lengths. And so one saree we would cut into 2 pieces, 2 meters, 3 pieces. One saree we cut 1.5, 4 pieces. In one places we cut 6 pieces of 1 meter. And we put same button style in that one saree and a different button style in another saree, just to have variety. And then on the 6th day, I made her stand and I started draping it on her and I started shooting. I made 120 garments in 4 hours. These are just 4 of them. This is INIFD Kothur students. We had a workshop for 3 days. So they made the garments, they shot it. We work with some other, we make lamp, we also do what you call shelters for poor people. We work with, of course, craft sector. We work with many other areas in this. We do sculptures, we do all kinds of work basically. So this is just an example of the work I do. Yeah, any questions so far? Okay, chat में मैं देखूं मैम.
So we don't have any questions in the chat even.
Somebody says, please tell me the details regarding online internship. You can just simply, I'm going to type later to everyone, to that it's, I will type it in the, it's, so you can write to us saying that you're interested in workshop or internship. So it's actually workshop, which we call internship, because some people have to do internship and there were no internships available 2 years back. So we started giving people internship certificate and we started teaching them also. So we do charge for it, very small amount for a month's this thing. But you can just simply mail us on buttonmasala@gmail.com, where you can, if you write to us, we'll send you all the details of it. It has nothing, you don't have to send any portfolio or any resume or anything, because we don't, because it's a system which anybody can learn. So it doesn't matter your resume portfolio. You can just simply write that I want to learn, and we will send you the mail, and the mail contains all the processes, how to pay or whatever. It's a very simple process, not a difficult one, but it's a long mail which explains everything. कि क्या पढ़ाया जाएगा, कैसे पढ़ाया जाएगा, whatever. And how are the buttons made to stay in place in these garments? That I will show you just a small demonstration. That's not a problem. How to improve, stimulate innovation, creativity. You are so innovative now to keep it going. Okay. See, innovation, I mean, if you keep thinking of innovation, it is very difficult to do it. You have to be observant. Your observation power has to be good. So if your observation power is good, if you're watching things clearly, then you can obviously make things happen much easily, because it's the system. It's not that the button masala is an innovation. It is, let's say, it's a way to do something that somebody must have done before, but you've done it. You took it ahead and you saw an opportunity, that little one thing that happened to you, and you took it ahead without bothering about it. So your observation has to be strong. Your belief in yourself has to be strong. And, your patience has to be there. So for innovation or for anything new and interesting, you first have to have the patience. You can't be in the hurry. कि मैं 19 साल के होने से पहले पहले मैं सब्यसाची जैसे पॉपुलर बन जाऊं या तेंदुलकर के आगे निकल जाऊं, दुनिया यहाँ पहुंच गई, मेरा क्या होगा, ऐसे सोचता तो मैंने तो पहला शो किया था 31 की एज पे। मुझे बच्चे मिलते फर्स्ट ईयर में जो कह रहे होते सर मुझे फैशन शो करना है और लैक्मे में जाना है। मैंने कहा कितने गारमेंट बनाए अब तक? कहते एक भी नहीं। तो इट्स लाइक सेइंग कि आपने कभी क्रिकेट का बैट पकड़ के अभी तक खेला अच्छे से नहीं, बट मुझे इंडियन टीम में जाना है सर, अप्लाई कर दूं? मतलब घर वाले भी 2 थप्पड़ मारेंगे, पड़ोस में कोई जाता हुआ भिखारी भी 2 थप्पड़ मारेंगे। आप पहले 25, 30, 50 गारमेंट बनाइए, 50 गारमेंट बनाइए, अपनी आइडेंटिटी को आइडेंटिफाई कीजिए, अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज को आइडेंटिफाई कीजिए। आपको वाकई कपड़े बनाना पसंद है कि नहीं किसी और के लिए? आप जो कंज्यूमर से मिलो, महिलाओं से मिलो, उनसे बातें करो, फिर सोचो कि आपको अब लगता है कि आपको किसी को बेचना है कपड़े के नहीं, और सबके बाद में सोचो कि भैया हाँ ये जो बड़ी सी मैराथन हो रही है इसमें मैं दौड़ूं, क्योंकि मुझे पता लग गया कि दौड़ना कैसा होता है, मैं दौड़ चुका हूं और मैं दौड़ सकता हूँ। सो देयर इज वन दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इज प्लीज हैव पेशेंस। 18 की उम्र कोई उम्र नहीं होती, 19 की उम्र भी कोई उम्र नहीं होती, 20 भी नहीं होती, 25 भी नहीं होती, 50 भी नहीं होती। आप उतना ही, you can live as long as you want. I don't think anybody has told you that, but I'm telling you that. If you want to live 45 years, then at 22 years, you will start feeling, oh my God, 22 years are over. Another 22 years, I'll be dead. So a lot of people in my classes, I ask, how long do you want to live? A lot of people say 50. That's it. Because the world has been trying so hard to make people live so long. And here there are people who want to just die at 50. So if you're going to want to live 50 at 25, which is no age, you will start feeling, oh my God, half my age is also. Midlife crisis will come at 25. But if anyways you don't know when you're going to die, might as well think of 100. So till 50 you can relax, and then you have to worry about another 50. But if you're only going to think of 40, then obviously you're going to 20, you will start. But you've just finished your school. You've just got into college. You've just started learning something that will help you earn in your lifetime later. Your parents paying for you is not a problem. As long as you not thinking too much about it, as long as you genuinely using the money for the right thing. Yeah, it's okay. They're earning for you. But if you think कि अगले साल ही मैं अपने माँ बाप को अपना पूरा कर्जा उतार दूंगी, कर्जा कभी माँ बाप का उतर नहीं सकता. There is no hurry to earn unless your family is dying because of hunger. Nobody is dying because of hunger. When I finished NID, I used to earn 10,000 rupees per month. For next 10 years, I was only earning that much, 10 to 15,000 rupees per month. But I had so much time, I had so much energy, I had so much places to travel. I traveled all the villages in those days in India. I used to do craft projects where they used to pay me 5,000 for the project for a month. My house rent was 3,000 rupees and 2,000 is what I used to use for the rest of the thing. I earn much more than that. I can earn a lot more than I earn also. But I don't need to earn. I have a lot of time to earn. Right now, I have the energy to travel the world. So I use the money that I earn to travel the world. People pay me to travel the world. I have traveled with INIFD money to almost all the cities in our country. And they were always very good hosts. They take you around. I saw Vinay Bell earlier. He would always take me, sir, chalo kya khana hai, kya pina hai, kahan chale? And so I've gone to all the nicest places to eat in the country, and I have not earned. I did what I have to do as a work. So money is not important. You need resources. You need friends. You need love. For that, you don't need to be in a hurry. You can be calm. You need to be patient. So for any form of good work, first you have to understand that you don't have to hurry. कोई मरने वाला नहीं है कल, और मर भी गए अमिताभ बच्चन होके भी तो भी कुछ नहीं होने वाला. आपके मरने के बाद आपका कुछ नहीं फायदा है. तो काम भी करना है तो आप शांत रहोगे तभी कर पाओगे. So patience is the biggest important key for any innovation, any good work. Second comes observation. Third, good sense of humor, humbleness. Any kind of ego will kill your design. Doesn't matter how smart you are. If you have an ego, you can't go far. Hard work, yes. But observation है तो hard work फिर इतना नहीं करना पड़ता है. Understanding है तो hard work इतना नहीं करना पड़ेगा. But अगर काम में मजा आ रहा है तो हार्ड वर्क में बुरा भी लगता. तो ऐसा कोई नहीं कि कौन इंसान है जो ये डिजाइन खतरनाक कर सकता है. मुझे एनआईडी से 2 बार निकाला जा चुका ऑलमोस्ट कि तुम्हें कुछ नहीं आता, निकल जाओ. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं बुरा स्टूडेंट था, बट हमारी क्लास में 6 ही बच्चे थे. तो 6 बच्चे, और वो भी इंडिया के टॉप 6 बच्चे लेते थे. बट मैं तो बिल्कुल काम, मुझे तो मजा ही नहीं आता था ये सब करने में. बट आज 20 साल बाद कोई भी ऐसा टीचर नहीं है, कोई भी ऐसा मेरा बैचमेट नहीं, या कोई भी मेरा सीनियर 20 साल सीनियर 20 साल जूनियर ऐसा नहीं है जो कहता नहीं कि यार सर आपका काम क्या अच्छा है. नहीं है, सब कहते हैं बहुत बढ़िया काम है. तो उस काम को करने के लिए मुझे उसी एजुकेशन सिस्टम से नहीं जाना पड़ा. मैं अपना आप ही सीखा. मैं संयम से सीखा. मैंने कोई जल्दी नहीं की, मैंने कोई मारा मारी नहीं की. मुझे ऐसा कभी नहीं लगा ये देखो कहाँ निकल गया, मैं कहाँ रह गया. कोई नहीं, जिसको जहाँ जाना है जाओ, मेरे को जहाँ जाना है मैं जा रहा हूँ. एक दिन अपना जिसको समझना होगा समझ आएगा कौन कहाँ पहुंचा. क्योंकि दुनिया गोल है ना, तो आप कितना भी तेज चलोगे घूम के वहीं पहुंच जाओगे. तो आराम से चलो ना, जल्दी क्या है. वहीं पहुंचना है तो फिर जाओ ही मत कहीं, वहीं खड़े रहो. दुनिया के गोल होने का यही कारण है. किसी को आगे पीछे, कोई आगे पीछे नहीं होता दुनिया में. कोई आपसे आगे, आपको लग रहा है वो आगे है तो आप ऐसे पीछे मुड़ जाओ तो वो आपके पीछे हो जाएगा. कभी सोचा आपने इस बारे में कि nobody is ahead of you and nobody is behind you. So anybody who thinks somebody is behind you also is in a wrong idea. कोई किसी के पीछे नहीं, कोई किसी के आगे नहीं है. हाँ. Sir, do you think the Bollywood fashion industry will make changes with respect to sustainability? If so, could you let us know? I know brand Nicobar has made significant changes. Rachel Oliveira. Rachel, can you come online and ask the question? I want to ask about Nicobar. How has Nicobar made a difference in sustainability?
Hello.
Yeah. Can I see you? क्योंकि अंधेरे से बात करना अच्छा नहीं लगता मुझे.
Rachel, please unmute yourself and
It's
put
okay.
on your video.
It's okay if she can't, but otherwise, yeah, if she can, it's
Okay.
fine. No, she said, no, sir, my camera and audio isn't working.
Okay.
क्या खराब जिंदगी है यार, जिसका कैमरा काम नहीं कर रहा, ऑडियो काम नहीं कर रहा है. बहुत ही बेकार जिंदगी है. पहले तो अपनी सस्टेनेबिलिटी बढ़ाओ. No, I think the question is right. Bollywood fashion industry. Why Bollywood? Look at our fashion industry. It's not sustainable at all. We are not sustainable at all. In the name of sustainability, we are only, we're not sustainable. We talk sustainability, but we're not sustainable at all. Nor the designers are sustainable. Nor is the system sustainable. Not the way we purchase is sustainable. Not the way people make. For one design, you have to make 5 sizes. Button masala, the biggest sustainable system, doesn't matter what you say. Not because it's mine, but biggest sustainable system is button masala at this point. All across the world. There is no competition, there is no comparison. We only make one size and it fits everybody.
Hello.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, next is Mohua. Please ask your question.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Good noon. I want to know, sir, some techniques of button masala. If you like to teach
I
us
will show.
some.
I'll show you a little bit. Not everything is
Alright.
not possible, but I'll show you how the basic system works. That I will definitely show you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Again, somebody is asking how to join your online classes. You just have to write us a mail on buttonmasala@gmail.com and then you'll get all the details.
Sir, I'm really not good in stitching.
Ah.
So if I learn button masala, I would be able to do much more. Because
Yeah,
my hand in stitching is so
No, again,
like
see,
that.
it's not that you can't be good at stitching. Stitching is always, I mean, I wasn't good at it. Because I never tried. So if you try, it's not difficult. So many people learn button masala or stitching. It's not a difficult system at all, stitching. It's compared to button masala, it's much more tedious and tougher. Yeah. But stitching तो करते हैं जब भी तो इतने सारे लोग गांव के लोग stitching करते हैं. I went to a village yesterday. They are making such beautiful garment through stitching. So it's not that it needs any form of education. It needs, again, if you want to learn, you can learn. If you can't do machine, you can always learn how to stitch with hand. But of course, if you learn button masala, you can make all the garments. The problem is not making the garment with button masala. It's how willing are people to accept it. The world is still thinking that the only way to wear clothes is by stitching. So it's much tougher for people to accept. So if you're ready to wear button masala clothes the way you saw them, and a lot of people buy from us, we've been selling. So you can wash them in machine, you can wash them by hand, you can wear it, you can make all kinds of clothes. You can easily wear it and enjoy, and you'll get much more attention than anybody ever got in any party if you wear button masala. That is my guarantee. Yeah, 100%. You walk in with a simple garment of button masala, everybody will notice you, and it is wearable. That's not a problem. You will be able to make everything. It's your teachers who have to allow you to understand that if they want you to learn how to make the garments can be made without stitching also, and it is okay, and it is not necessary to everybody to learn stitching. But as long as they make a garment which is wearable, which is beautiful, and which is fun, does all the function, it's fine. Because the education system has got stuck on stitching, we have also lost our tradition of draping. Very little draping happens in this country. Teaching also, we teach very little draping, and I've been telling this to all the colleges, not just INIFD. Please make your 50% course structure into draping. Only if they know draping very well, they will be able to be better designer outside in any market. Right now, all the people are also selling their garments through draping, but they stitch it after draping. So draping is one of the key most important feature. And it's like saying that when you're teaching how to cook in India, you don't start with pizza. All the mothers will start with chapati. And then eventually it will reach on to all other kinds of things. In fashion, we are the only people who teaches how to make pizza first. And then we never really teach how to do, I mean, INIFD is still a college which teaches embroidery because a lot of people, but in very, very big colleges, they never teach you how to do embroidery, how to make a ghagra or how to make a choli. They will never call a course and say कि इसमें हम चोली बनाना सिखाएंगे, because it is apparently very shameful to call choli a choli. But it is okay to call it blouse. Not even blouse, it's called blouson. ब्लाउज कहने में, क्योंकि अगर ब्लाउज बोले कि हम हमारे कॉलेज में ब्लाउज सिखाते बनाना, तो लोग ज्वाइन ही नहीं करेंगे. क्योंकि हमारे इंडियन फैशन स्टूडेंट भी ऐसा है कि उसको लगता है कि इंग्लिश वाला कुछ सीखते हैं. पहनना सबको घाघरा चोली और शादी में जाना है, मगर बोलना सबको सीखते वेस्टर्न वेयर है, बाहर जाके बेचते इंडियन वेयर है. तो सीखा कुछ और है, बनाते कुछ है, बेचते कुछ और है, चाहते कुछ और है. सो दिस, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी ब्रिंग इन a lot of draping courses. And when I say draping, just draping, not
Like in colleges, draping is also told in like you have to make a first pattern, then you
No,
have
so
to drape.
draping, again, it's draping, pattern making. So they're draping to make a pattern. So draping is really not draping at all. Even in the courses where it's
Yes,
called draping
no,
and pattern
basic
making,
draping is
then
not.
it's not. Basic draping
Students
is
are
not,
not allowed only.
and that is our costume. That is how we should be wearing clothes in our country. I mean, take Assam, take Bihar, or a lot of villages still wear dhoti, but nobody's taught how to make dhoti because villagers wear it. If Amitabh Bachchan says, I'm going to wear dhoti every day, everybody will make dhoti. So is it that we're only learning to make only rich people, because rich people wear it, we will make it, and we'll not make anything else because our Dadaji wear it? आपके दादाजी धोती पहनते तो नहीं सीखना हमें, हमारे को वो जो ब्रेड पिट जो पहनता है वो सीखना है, उसके चाचा पापा हमसे खरीदेंगे नहीं, खरीदेगा हमारे चाचा ही, but हम उनको जबरदस्ती वो सीखेंगे. So there is no connection of what we really teaching and what we really want to do. So I have been asking all the colleges, and since this is so many INIFD sitting together, I am asking you again, the faster you bring more draping into your course structure, the better it will be for your student. Because draping also means you're learning a lot more about fabric. Learning a lot more about fabric means you have a lot more knowledge than anybody else who is not learning about fabric. The base of all garment making is fabric. The moment you do draping, you have to learn about fabric. So, yeah, that's the thing about.
Next question is Moba. Student, if you have any question, please raise your hand.
सर ये एक निकोबार वाला उसने रेचल ने लिख के भेजा, मैं उसका जवाब देता हूँ. हाँ. See, Nicobar has made changes by making a way for consumers to contribute towards NGO so that they can plant trees in places like Bangladesh to keep alive their biodiversity. पहले तो वहां पे 2.5 करोड़ कपड़े बनवाओ, फिर वहां पे है ना पेड़ लगाओ ताकि उन 2.5 करोड़ से जो नुकसान हुआ है उससे भरा जाए. तो ऐसे कपड़े इतने सारे बना नहीं कि वो फास्ट फैशन वाले कि बाद में उसको रिप्लेनिश करने के लिए. सो क्योर इज नॉट द सोल्यूशन. पहले सबको बीमार करो, फिर वहां पे बाद में जाके दवाइयां बांटो. दैट इज नॉट सस्टेनेबिलिटी. Sustainability means you follow sustainability in your own life first. Do you go outside 1 kilometer to buy your sabji in a car and you not walk? आप अगर वॉक करके जाते हैं तब तो मुझे समझ में आता है. आपके घर में जैसे 22 बाहर का टेम्परेचर 22 डिग्री और घर में एसी नहीं चल रहा है, तब तो मुझे समझ में आता है. घर में 5-5 एसी लगा के लोग बैठे हैं और बाहर सस्टेनेबल कपड़े बेच रहे हैं. दैट इज नॉट सस्टेनेबिलिटी. झूठ से कोई भी चीज ईमानदारी से नहीं होती. एनीथिंग दैट इज ट्रूथफुल विल ओनली वर्क if it is genuinely truthful in your own personal life. You cannot kill people and ask others to not kill people. Yeah. So sustainability in India is the biggest farce. India was only sustainable till fashion design came. The moment fashion design came, the moment this idea of production came, the moment bunch of everybody wants to make the same t-shirt in different colors to have their own brand names written on it. Each t-shirt cost us 4,000 to 2,000 liters, I think 2,500 liters of water. In a family in Kutch, एक बाल्टी में 20 लीटर, कितना 50 लीटर पानी आता है, है ना? तो कितनी बाल्टी होगी? 50 into 10 is 520, 40 बाल्टी, 40 से 50 बाल्टी पानी एक टी शर्ट के प्रोडक्शन में जाता है. कच्छ के अंदर और राजस्थान के अंदर 10 बाल्टी पानी के अंदर एक परिवार 2 दिन निकाल देता है. तो पहले 10,000 टी शर्ट बना के बेचो बहुत सस्ते भाव पे, और उसके बाद लोगों को प्लांट बेचो, गिफ्ट करो कि हम प्लांट उगा रहे हैं ताकि ऐसा. दैट इज नॉट सस्टेनेबिलिटी. And this I can talk to Nicobar on their face also and tell them if I really need to. Sustainability is producing less, selling less, and only when really needed. I talk about sustainability because I can make the fastest garment in the world. I can have the biggest amount of production system. I still have one guy and we barely produce one garment a day. And that too, we can change and open, and we don't have to sell it. We experiment with the same fabric. In 1 month's time, I barely buy 5 meters of fabric. If somebody says that we want, if somebody comes and buys me 1 garment, I say 5 garment, I say no, buy 1. I'll teach you how to make the other 4. Yeah. So that is one way of sustainability. Whatever you have, are you happy with it? How many of you will buy? World doesn't need any more garments. Okay. So there is no way you can make a garment and call it sustainable, because we don't need garments. So fashion can never be sustainable, guaranteed. We can only reduce the problems that we have already created, and we can try to reduce the problem that we're creating further on by producing so many garments. But how many of us need more garments? आप में से कितनों कपड़े चाहिए और मतलब उसके बिना जिंदगी नहीं चलेगी? कोई भी नहीं है। सबके पास 10-10 साल के कपड़े पड़े हैं। तो ऐसी कोई चीज जिसकी जरूरत ही नहीं है और उसके अंदर इतना वेस्टेज जाता है, तो भले ही उसको कितने भी अच्छे फैब्रिक से बना लो, कितना ही ऑर्गेनिक फैब्रिक ले लो, दैट ऑर्गेनिक फैब्रिक बनाने के लिए भी भिंडी का या कोई वीट का क्रॉप को हटा के उसकी जगह ऑर्गेनिक फैब्रिक उगाया जाता है। उसके अंदर भी पानी जाता है, उसके अंदर भी सॉइल का प्रॉब्लम होता है। उतना पानी खराब नहीं होता जितना दूसरे ऑर्गेनिक डाइज यूज करने से कम पानी खराब होगा जितना बाकियों में होता है। It still doesn't guarantee that it's the most sustainable system. Yeah? So we all need to use sustainable system that fashion talks about. But 90% of the people who put a hashtag of fashion sustainability, they don't use it. Please, just because they put it there, don't say. Read and understand and identify what actually is sustainability. मैं तो अपने आप को भी सस्टेनेबल कहने से घबराता हूँ, जबकि मैं खुद का झाड़ू पोछा बर्तन करता हूँ। मेरे पास कोई कार नहीं है, मैं एसी घर में एक भी नहीं चला। मेरे घर में ये रहा एसी पिछले 3 साल से नहीं चला है, खराब हो जाता है क्योंकि वो चला नहीं है। सारे कमरों में घर वालों मम्मी ने जबरदस्ती एसी लगा रखे, बट मैं नहीं चलाता। गर्मी के दिन में जब 48 डिग्री टेम्परेचर होता है, तब किसी दिन एक दिन मैं कहता हूँ भाई आज मैं एसी चला लेता हूँ, इतना तो मैं जिंदगी में इतना बुरा नहीं कर रहा एक एसी चला। That's when I use AC. But I mean, that does not still make you sustainable. Unless individually, each one of us do our bit for society, no garment making system will be sustainable. First, the garment making system cannot be sustainable. That's why I'm teaching, so that nobody has to ever go and buy a garment. If you learn the system, you don't ever have to in your life go and buy it. Literally. Okay. Sorry, I hope I answered your question, Rachel.
Yeah,
We have Zeba Mukhtar with us who wants to ask you a question. So I'm unmuting her.
Yeah, Zeba. Zeba, आपका भी वीडियो नहीं काम कर रहा?
Zeba, please put on
hello.
the video.
बोलिए Zeba.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, actually, I'm a student in INFD and in a first year. So I want to continue like your internship. Is there any possibility? Offline classes kar rahe hain, sir?
Offline is not possible because of the corona and the space, the thing. So online is much better at this point of time, and it's as good as offline, because I know I will probably share a little. So if you go online and type on Instagram hashtag button masala intern, you will find all the work that students have done under that hashtag button masala intern. Type. Also, if you go to button masala, then some of the posts says I am an intern. And that is all the work of interns. If you read the post, you will see so you will see how each individual has done very fantastic work. So online is much nicer. We can take maybe 2 interns offline, but that unfortunately we already have like lots of requests. So we already have 2 people working upstairs right now. I wanted to do this talk from my studio upstairs. I have a studio upstairs, but there was some, it was taking some time for the setup. So I came back down and started doing. But yes.
Okay.
You can just write to us on buttonmasala@gmail.com.
Yes, sure, sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
Right.
I will. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Zeba. Now we have Mona
Thank
Lisa
you.
and Bhavna. So we'll take Bhavna first. Bhavna Jindal, please unmute yourself and ask the question.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm INIFD passed out, and I'm working as a fashion designer since for 5 years now.
Okay.
So there is your session was so very inspirational, and thank you so much for such an amazing session. So
Thank you very much.
my question was, what are the daily practices that we can include for ourselves as designers, as upcoming designers also, that will help us evolve better? And what are the practices you do that has made you such a like innovative person and evolve in such a different way?
I think we did answer a lot of it while talking about innovation. I don't do much. I stay happy. One, sleep well. Sleep whatever time you can sleep, but sleep for good 8 hours, because that's your time your brain needs to repair itself from all the stupidities that you have gone through the day. So sleep long, sleep well. Uh, Too many thoughts also is not good for yourself. So keep yourself free of thoughts or all form of too many questions. What will happen in the future? All forms of fear is a problem. If any fear of future is also a problem with design. Uh, any inhibitions, stubbornness. So be open, be observant, focus on what you, if you like somebody's work, talking to people, learning about every other culture. Anybody and everybody teaches you. So just simple, very simple things in life. You don't have to do anything special. Happiness is the key. If you're happy, if you're content, then you're fine. मतलब you can read, you can watch other videos, ये सब तो करना ही पड़ेगा कभी ना कभी. बट मैं तो वो भी नहीं देखता. मैंने तो आज तक किसी का काम भी नहीं देखा है. मैंने कभी किसी विदेशी डिजाइनर का काम ढंग से नहीं देखा है. स्टूडेंट्स का काम देखना पड़ता है क्योंकि वो दिखाते हैं तो देखना पड़ता है. बट ऐसे मैंने किसी का काम जाके नहीं देखता कि कौन क्या कर रहा है, दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है. वो कहीं ना कहीं जब आता है तो मना भी नहीं है, सामने अगर आ जाता तो मना भी नहीं है. बट लार्जली आई जस्ट डू व्हाट आई हैव टू डू. मैं, क्योंकि अगर आपने एक बार देख लिया तो आप बहुत घबरा भी जाते हैं कि ये तो ऑलरेडी हो चुका हो, ये तो ऑलरेडी हो चुका. फिर आपको पता लगेगा सब कुछ हो चुका है. और सत्य यही है कि सब कुछ हो चुका है. ऐसे कई स्टोरीज है मेरे साथ जहाँ मेरे को बोला गया कि आपका काम तो जापान में, जब वो पहला कलेक्शन बनाया था वो किसी ने कॉपी किया था जापान में. There's a company called Uniqlo. So I was told by owners of Brown stores in London that Anuj, your collection is copied. You should fight. I said, I don't want to fight. They said, because Japanese are good. If they copied us, I'm very happy they copied us. So later, a year and a half later, I realized that the collection that I done, somebody had done 20 years back also something exactly the same, but I had not seen it. So if I had seen his collection, I would have not done it. मुझे ऐसा लगता है यार ये तो मैं कैसे कर लूं. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि आप कुछ मत करो. आपका दिल साफ है, आपने अपनी इच्छा से कहीं से आपका थॉट प्रोसेस आया, आपने कर दिया, कुछ गलत नहीं. कोई माई का लाल आपसे नहीं लड़ सकता कि आपने ये क्यों बनाया क्योंकि पहले बन चुका है. There is nothing like, if that is how it is, then nobody will be able to make anything in this country. I guarantee you that. There is not one garment that you're wearing, or there is not one garment in any fashion designer's collection that has not been done before. You can take anybody's garment, cut it and put it on the Instagram or Google and say, find similar. Take a print, put it on Instagram and say, or anybody who's fighting on Instagram, something called Diet Sabya, जिसमें लोग लड़ते रहते हैं कि इसका इसने कॉपी किया, but जिसने जिसका कॉपी किया उसने भी किसी का कॉपी किया. और जो कह रहा है कि आपने मेरा कॉपी किया वो भी ऐसे कह रहा है सर आपने मेरा कॉपी किया. तो C for cat, O for orange, P for पाकिस्तान, वो सीखा ही कॉपी कर करके. दुनिया में ऐसी कोई भी चीज नहीं है जो आप कॉपी करके करे बिना सीख जाए. सो कॉपी करना कोई बुरी बात नहीं है, बट उसको ओरिजिनल कहना बुरी बात है, क्योंकि है नहीं. और ऐसे कह दो आपका बहुत मन कर रहा है, ये तो कुत्ते को देख के कहो ये कुत्ता तो मैंने बनाया पहली बार, हो जाओ खुश. बट आपको भी पता है, दुनिया को भी पता है कि कुत्ता बचपन से आया है, उसकी ड्राइंग किसी ने बना चुके, हजारों लोग कुत्ते बना चुके. अब आप लड़ रहे हो कि इसने भी कुत्ता बनाया, इसने मेरा कुत्ता देख के इसने कुत्ता बनाया. अरे यार वो भी बचपन से कुत्ता देख रहे, उसको भी भाव पता है, आपको भी भाव पता है. तो ऐसी क्या बड़ी बात है. और ऐसा आपने कौन सा कुत्ता पहली बार जो मतलब आप ही ने बनाया, या आपके दादाजी ने बनाया, आपका खानदानी कुत्ता है, It's not that. So the moment you realize that everything has been done, everybody is doing the same thing, then you're calm. जब मन शांत हो जाता है तो अपना आप सब कुछ दिखने लगता है. तो मैं कभी कोई ऐसे किताबें नहीं पढ़ता हूँ, कोई ज्ञान भरी चीजें नहीं. मैं किताब भी नहीं पढ़ता. I can't read. So I don't read. I don't get into magazines and books and detail. Whatever I know about draping, pattern making, or all these philosophies or science, or I've seen people. I've observed. And I don't observe कि ऐसे घूर के देख रहे क्या हो रहा है. आप खड़े रहो, हो रहा है वो सब दिमाग कैप्चर करता है. दिमाग को खाली रखो, सवाल मत पूछो ज्यादा अपने आप से. हो गया.
Right. So, Bhavna, I hope sir has catered to your question. And now we have Mona Lisa Bhunia. Mona Lisa, please unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Sorry, good afternoon.
चलेगा.
Yeah, my name is Mona Lisa. I am an INIFD pass out. I passed out last year. And right now I'm doing my master's from NIFD. So my question was that there are so many thrift stores around the country, especially in the northeastern region. So are they really like promoting sustainability? Like somebody just raised the topic some time ago. So these thrift stores, they claim
No,
to.
it's not that they're promoting sustainability by
No, like
themselves.
they claim to give away those second-hand garments. So like there is a possibility that they might be just buying something new and they are just giving their old things away. So how is that sustainable at all? That is
No. I know it's not sustainable for the person who's buying new and giving away old. That is for them. Yeah, they will buy it anyways and not give the old away. So the old, it is sustainability for people who are buying the old instead of buying the new. Yeah, so it's fine for them. So instead of buying new, so that part is only part part of it is sustainable. So they're contributing, but not by that. They're also selling it because they want to make money. Yeah, but it's sustainable. But exchanges are better. There are a lot of people who do exchange stores are better than this thing. But I, as a kid, all my childhood, I went and bought second-hand clothes. My mom used to dislike me. My mom used to beat me up. My mom used to say, हमारे पास इतना भी गरीबी नहीं है कि तुम सेकंड हैंड कपड़े पहनो, ये क्या पहना है. बहुत डांट खाई है मैंने बचपन में. और मुझे कुछ आता पता नहीं था सस्टेनेबिलिटी का. मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं था डिजाइन से. मुझे लगता था ये सस्ते में मिल रहा है, 25 रुपए में शर्ट मिल रहा है सफेद रंग का एकदम चमकदार, जो मैं वैसे हम नहीं खरीद सकते 200 रुपए में, तो मैं ये वाला ले लेता हूँ. I was not doing sustainability for the world. I was just happy because I never found anything wrong in wearing clothes that has been worn before. I know some of my friends who are very good designers. उनको मैं बोलता हूँ यार मेरे पास ये एक्स्ट्रा पड़ा शर्ट तू लेगा, वो कहता है दे दे मैं ले लूंगा, मैं पहन लूंगा, कोई गम नहीं. तो दोस्तों के बीच में कर लेते हम लोग. बट ऐसे लगता है ये कोई पराये आदमी का हम कैसे पहन लें. बट वो पराया भी तो दोस्त हो सकता है ना. जो अभी दोस्त है वो पहले पराया ही था ना. आप उसको थोड़ा जानते थे. जैसे आप कहाँ से आप?
So I'm from Kolkata.
So I don't know you, but now I know you. If I'd crossed you on a street in Calcutta, Park Street, I would have not known you. I would have been some stranger. And if I'd offered you to eat an ice cream with me, you would have said, how stranger, how can I eat this? But if I meet you now and say, Mona Lisa, let's eat together, you will be fine with it. So what changed between us? It's the same stranger. Your sweat is still your sweat. My sweat is still my sweat. But we'll be fine with it. So it's only mindset. Our minds makes us so पहले अभी stranger लग रहा है और अभी नहीं लग रहा. कैसे decide हुआ? Mind ने कहा कि नहीं अब चलेगा. So anyways, all these ideas that we have are only blocking us. Our mind can free us. Our mind can block us. So it's best to free our minds and be open towards all possibility of a better world. That's the whole idea. So these thrift stores are not interested in actually in that. They just want to they have a good business of buying these second or actually being gifted these. So all the old second-hand stores are actually thrown away things. And they're just selling it for 50 रुपए. तो free की चीज 50 रुपए में बेच रहे हैं. और करोड़ों की संख्या में आता है, करोड़ों की संख्या में कपड़े आते हैं अमेरिका से. If you go to there's a city in Gujarat, which is a port city where the clothes come, they're not supposed to even bring it inside. उनको काटना पड़ता है कपड़ों को. और अगर आप कपड़े देखेंगे तो इतने खूबसूरत कपड़े हैं कि मेरा दिल दर्द दहल उठा कि इतने अच्छे अच्छे कपड़े इनको काट क्यों रहे. गवर्नमेंट का रूल है कि you can't bring it to the, it's a बाहर से आया है तो बाहर से वहीं से बाहर चला जाएगा, तो उसको काटना पड़ता है उनको. तो वो चोरी चुपके जो लाते हैं ना ट्रकों में भर के, वहां से स्मगल कर लेते हैं, वो आपको सड़कों पे सेकेंड हैंड में बिकता दिखता है. तो काफी मेहनत करते हैं वो लोग उसको बेचने के लिए, काफी स्मगलिंग होता है इन सब चीज का. वरना गवर्नमेंट तो उसको फटवा देती है. आपका अरमानी का इतना बढ़िया जैकेट किसी ने फेंक दिया है जो कम से कम $2,500 का था, वो आज भी मतलब उसका वैल्यू सिर्फ एक बार, वो लोग तो बहुत साफ रखते हैं, तो वो इजीली इट्स लाइक अ न्यू थिंग. So whenever I go to Europe, I always go to all the second-hand stores, all the second-hand stores. I travel, I enjoy. It's very nice. It's good fun. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mona Lisa, your question has been answered. Now we have Miss Mahua Sen Sharma. Please unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I'm super excited, and I am, first of all, good afternoon and thank you so much. And I will tell you that I'm the one who is from INIFD. Now I'm at INIFD Siliguri working here. And in 2011, I am the one who have attended your session. And it was a very amazing session. And from that day when I knew you, from that day till today, I have not missed any, chance to attend any of your session.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. During this even online, I have attended, this is the third session I'm attending, and those are really amazing because the things which you share with this young new students, those are really very productive. I have, gained a lot from you. So I just unmuted myself to say thank you to you for this amazing session.
Thank you very much for attending it every time. I will not attend my session 3 times, but thank you.
I have a very good memory with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
There is somebody's raised their hand.
Yes, Fareen Sultana we have. Yes. Fareen, please unmute yourself and ask the question.
So, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, very well.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
So it was good. Like this session was really amazing, and I was really excited. Like I had been waiting for this, and I have heard about you, and I'm very inspired by button masala, and like I have been to do this, but I actually wanted to attend a session of yours, and hopefully I'll do the internship as well. Okay, and the only thing is like I'm in second year. I am in second year. I just took my first year's exam. So I wanted to know how to do the draping. If you will teach us like the basic, I don't have any idea about draping. So that would be amazing.
Draping, of course,
teach us.
Draping is something more practice based. So if you do the internship, you'll get to learn more in detail. But what really draping needs to be understood is the material. So when, as designers, we always try to force the material to become something that we have visualized. Yeah? But as a good draping artist, if you let the material speak where it wants to go, if you listen to what it's saying, and if it is moving in a certain direction, you can see it on the body that it has the movement. If you take it in that direction, and how you hold it, like whether you hold it like that or ऐसे, तो आपका जो पकड़ है कैसे पकड़ रहे हो उसको, जितना प्यार से पकड़ोगे, जितनी तो कपड़े को जितनी इज्जत दोगे, जितना कोई भी मटेरियल, not just कपड़ा, any material, the amount of respect you will give is what you will get. So draping is nothing, just a direct translation of your respect to the material. Iron किया है तो फर्क पड़ेगा, आयन नहीं किया तो फर्क पड़ेगा. आपने उसको जैसे पकड़ के रखा है वैसे फर्क पड़ेगा. आप कितनी जल्दी में और कितना ठूस के कर रहे हो उसमें फर्क पड़ेगा. So draping is nothing, just respect to material, and watching where it wants to go. दो तरह के ड्राइवर्स होते हैं, एक तो पापा ड्राइवर होता है, एक होता है ऊबर ड्राइवर। ऊबर ड्राइवर को रात को 3 बजे एकदम नशे की हालत में भी बोलोगे ना भैया ये दूसरे पब में ले जाके हमें छोड़ दे, तो वो तुम्हें छोड़ देगा। वो कभी नहीं पूछेगा क्यों जाना है, कहाँ जाना है, हमें क्या करना। बट अगर आप एक पिताजी को बोलो दोपहर में 12 बजे कि मेरे को दोस्त के यहाँ बर्थडे पार्टी में छोड़ दो, तो कहेंगे नहीं नहीं पहले मंदिर जाएंगे। डिजाइनर है ना, पप्पा के ड्राइवर की तरह होता है, उसको हर जगह डिसाइड करना है कि मटेरियल क्या बनेगा, ऐसा नहीं बनना ऊबर ड्राइवर बनने का। या मटेरियल की जो इच्छा है मटेरियल को करने दो, मटेरियल को समझो। इट हैज ऑल इट्स पॉसिबिलिटी टू बिकम, because if only material decides to look good, it'll look good. Yeah. So draping is nothing but listening to the material and being kind and respectful to it. Yeah. Of course. Then there is gravity, how it falls, but it shows. You don't have to learn about it. It is visible. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have Anu saying. Anu, please unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Anu.
Sir, thank you for giving such an amazing session. I really liked your button masala concept. I already mailed you. I want to learn. Sir, I wanted to ask you like how these buttons hold the fabric.
हाँ, अब मैं बता देता हूँ, मैं आखिरी जो है ये चीज करके बता देता हूँ कैसे होता है ये सब, ताकि आप लोग एक बेसिक आइडिया मिल जाएगा। बाकी तो आप जब सीखेंगे तो पूरा मिल जाएगा। सो समझो ये फैब्रिक है, थोड़ा सा नीचे कर लेते हैं, हमारी आवश्यकता नहीं। So you need rubber bands. Basically, you need a few rubber bands that will help you connect the thing. So इस प्रकार के कुछ रबर बैंड्स होते हैं जो इस्तेमाल होते हैं, है ना। और आप या तो ये जैसे मैं सीक्वेंस लगाता हूँ, आप बटन लगा सकते हैं, आप ये भी अंदर डाल सकते हैं, आप फोन भी अंदर डाल सकते हैं, आप ऐसा कुछ और ये भी अंदर डाल सकते हैं, ये बड़ा गोल्डन ये भी डाल सकते हैं, आप बैटरी भी डाल सकते हैं, आप ये ढक्कन भी डाल सकते हैं। तो इस तरह से कोई भी चीज़ आप अंदर डाल सकते हैं फैब्रिक के अंदर एज अ बटन। सो बटन का मतलब ये नहीं कि बटन होगा, तो ये चीज़ को भी इंसर्ट कर सकते हैं। तो अगर मुझे अटैच करना है तो ये इसको इस तरह से लेके कपड़े के नीचे रख के ये रबर बैंड की मदद से इसको ऐसे पकड़ा जाता है, ऐसे बांध दिया जाता है। ठीक है, ये बंध गया। अब यही रबर बैंड को लेके इसके साथ अगर जोड़ना है तो ये ऑलरेडी लगा हुआ है, ये लग गया, जुड़ गया।
Yes, sir.
इस तरह से इसको किया जाता है। अब मुझे अगर समझो यहाँ पे जोड़ना है तो मैं ये एक बटन यहाँ लगाऊंगा, तो एक तरीका तो ये है जोड़ने का। अब इसको इसके साथ जोड़ना है तो वापस एक और बटन लगा के जोड़ सकता हूँ, या इसको इसके ऊपर ऐसे रख के इस तरह से भी जोड़ा जा सकता है। ये जुड़ गया। अब ये मेरे पास ये कपड़ा है यहाँ पे, ये मुझे यहाँ पे जोड़ना है समझो, तो ये ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे है तो इसके ऊपर रख के मैं जोड़ सकता हूँ, या इसमें फिर से एक बटन लगा के इस तरह से मैं यहाँ पे भी जोड़ सकता हूँ। ठीक है, यहाँ पे जोड़ना है तो मैं यहाँ पे जैसे यहाँ पे जोड़ना मुझे, मैं यहाँ पे जोड़ना चाहता हूँ तो मैंने चेक किया, यहाँ पे इसके ऊपर एक बटन लगाया, ये लग गया। अब इसके ऊपर इस तरह से मैंने जोड़ दिया, जोड़ गया, ये मेरा जैकेट होगा। इसको यहाँ जोड़ सकता हूँ, इसको यहाँ जोड़ सकता हूँ। इस तरह से मैं इसको कंटिन्यूसली जोड़ के, ये यहाँ पे एक और बटन लगा हुआ है, मैंने इसको पकड़ा, यही रबर बैंड को पकड़ के इस तरह से जुड़ गया। ठीक है, अब देख रहे हैं कि ये जुड़ गया, ये ऑलमोस्ट रेडी भी हो गया। ठीक है, अब इसमें जैसे ये कुछ ये आपके पास अगर फैब्रिक है, ऐसे स्क्वायर फैब्रिक लेने का होता है। जब स्क्वायर फैब्रिक लेके अगर आप उसको दूसरा लेता हूँ, ये एक ये फ्लावर है और ये इस तरह से इसको ये 3 टुकड़े हैं, जैसे तीनों को एक के ऊपर एक रखा है और इसके ऊपर बीच में एक बटन लिया और लगाया और इस तरह से करके ये इस पे रबर लगा दिया। अब ये हमने ये लिया और यहाँ पे सोचो रंग की कमी है, तो हमने इसको यहाँ पकड़ा और ये बांध दिया। ये हमारा एक फ्लावर हो गया, ये तैयार हो गया। ठीक है, तो ये बेसिक टेक्निक जो बटन मसाला की यही है। तो आपने जितने भी गारमेंट्स देखे, हाँ,
तो क्या मतलब अगर ये फैब्रिक को हम लोग पुल करेंगे तो ये बटन्स निकलेंगे नहीं?
मतलब पुल मतलब आप ऐसे ऐसे ऐसे
मतलब
वाला?
हाँ, पुल होता है कोई फैब्रिक।
ये वाला जो है ना, जैसे ये ढीला है ना, ये जो जॉइंट्री है, इसको टाइट कर दिया तो ये भी टाइट हो जाएगा। इसको इसका इसके ऊपर कर दिया और उसका इसके ऊपर कर दिया, ये टाइट हो गया। तो 2 जॉइंट्री है, एक ये ओवरलैप वाली है और एक आपस में रबर बैंड की। बिटवीन दोस 2 जॉइंट्रीज ये कुछ नहीं खुलता है। आपको जिस तरह से गारमेंट चाहिए, नहीं, रबर बैंड लूजेस इलास्टिसिटी आफ्टर सम टाइम, ऐसा नहीं होता। ये वैसे वाले रबर बैंड नहीं है, ये रबर बैंड्स अलग आते हैं, डेंटल रबर बैंड होते हैं जो मिलते हैं सब जगह। सो अवेलेबल होते हैं इंडिया में सब जगह। दिस काइंड आपको शायद दिखाई दे। इस तरह के रबर बैंड हर जगह मार्केट में मिलते हैं, आप उसको खरीद सकते हैं। ये 6 साल तक आराम से टिक जाते हैं। So for 6 years you can use them. They don't lose their shape or elasticity. दूसरे रबर बैंड भी 2 साल तक नहीं लूज करते हैं elasticity. So they're also fine. Yeah. So that's how all the garments are made. By just this much. Then of course there's draping and how to where to join, what to join. That's the second part of it. But this is how all of this is done. So I can just quickly show you maybe पीछे the cushion cover पड़ा है, वो brown color का दिख भी नहीं रहा है। फिर ये एक कपड़ा है, जैसे ये एक इसमें बटन लगे हैं और इसका ये 2 टुकड़े हैं गमछे के। एक गमछा ये वाला है, एक ये गमछा, ये आपस में इस तरह से जुड़ा हुआ है। तो इसमें जब आप इस तरह से पकड़ के इस रबर बैंड को ऐसे पकड़ के ऐसे करेंगे और इसके साथ वाले बाजू वाले के साथ में अटैच कर देंगे, ये जुड़ गया। अब ये जुड़ गया। इस तरह से आप इसको ऐसे 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 करके जोड़ते जाएंगे तो आपका गला छोटा बड़ा और इस तरह इनको खोल देंगे बीच से, तो ये पीस अलग हो जाएगा, ये पीस अलग हो जाएगा। ये 2 अलग अलग पीसेस हैं। So this is one piece and that is, so you can separate these 2 pieces and wear it this way, or you can probably wear it this way and make a garment out of it. You can use both of them, put one in the front, one in the back separately in a different way. So depending on that, you can choose how you want to. तो इसको अटैच करना तो कर सकते हैं, इसको पूरा यहाँ से अटैच करना तो कर सकते हैं, इसको घुमा के पहनना तो पहन सकते हैं। So you can just attach the whole thing using this system. It's a very simple system. We have jewelry. This is a button masala jewelry that one can make using. We make pockets. So we in the assignments we teach you how to make these pockets. So you can attach a pocket wherever you want. So you can have separate pockets. Upcycling, using all kinds of fabrics, draping one fabric into 50 garments. All of that is what we teach in internship. So yeah, I hope I've showed the technique. Thank you. Thank you, Anuj.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. If anyone else has any questions to be asked, please raise your hand, give it in the reaction, and then we'll unmute you.
कितने लोग हैं? 250, 375 में से 250 हो गए। 125 को भूख लग गई।
Okay, we have Fareen Sultana again. She would like to ask a question. Fareen, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Sir, I had one more question. That is first of all, I want to appreciate your work. It's so good. It is so good. And the thing is, when we put the elastic, doesn't the stain leave the cloth? It must get stained, na? Cloth is white.
गंदगी से थोड़ा लपेट रहे, रबर बैंड तो लगा रहे हो, तो वाइट कैसे खराब होगा?
So the rubber band leaves the pigment ना after some time.
ये ऐसा रबर बैंड है नहीं ना, मैंने अभी तो बताया, इट्स नॉट दैट काइंड ऑफ रबर बैंड, डजंट लीव एनीथिंग.
अच्छा, ओके.
Why would it leave? ये कॉटन का थोड़ा बना के जो कलर छोड़ रहा है, वो रबर बैंड भी कलर नहीं छोड़ता. कोई भी रबर बैंड कलर नहीं छोड़ता है. रबर बैंड है, कलर छोड़ने वाली चीज नहीं. कलर कपड़ा छोड़ता है या कोई और दूसरी चीजें जो ढंग से डाई नहीं की वो. Rubber band, polyester and polymer based things don't leave color. They're not color, they color fast. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
And it was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
थक गए सब मैडम, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
Okay, we have Mankriti. Mankriti, please switch on your video first.
Hello,
Mankriti.
sir.
Hi, Mankriti.
Sir, I wanted to know, doesn't the elasticity of the fabric gets disturbed when we put the rubber band?
इलास्टिसिटी डिस्टर्ब का कपड़े में इलास्टिसिटी कहाँ होती है? तो रबर बैंड में होती है.
सर मतलब लाइक फैब्रिक्स जैसे सर अगर लिनन वगैरह हुए
हाँ तो क्या होगा?
वो यूज करना चाहे
कुछ नहीं होगा.
तो सर जो मतलब जैसे बायस से अगर खिंच जाता है कपड़ा तो उसकी जैसे वो खराब हो जाती है वेफ्ट यान की.
बायस पे हम कहाँ खींच रहे हैं? कुछ भी नहीं खींच रहे हैं.
नहीं सर, अगर रबर बैंड बांधते हैं तो वो वहां से सर कपड़ा ऐसे हो जाता है ना, ऊपर को हो जाता है बिल्कुल.
तो बट उसके अंदर बटन पड़ा है, वो उसी में रहेगा, वैसे ही रहेगा. जब अगर आप कभी बटन निकाल दिए तो उसका जो शेप ऐसे हो जाता है, उसको धो दोगे तो चला जाता है.
अच्छा.
कपड़ा जो है इंसान की तरह पकड़ के नहीं बैठ जाता एक बात को. कपड़ा जो है थोड़ा सा ऐसे नाजुक है, वो कहता है चलो कोई बात नहीं, हम भूल जाते हैं कि हमारे साथ कोई चीज बंधी हुई थी, जाने देते हैं. तो कपड़ा इस मामले में काफी अच्छा है. हम ही हैं जो पकड़ के बैठ जाते हैं, ऐसे नहीं हम भी जाने देंगे. यादें हैं, ये हमको पर दुख दिया था, हम इसको पकड़ के बैठ जाएंगे, फिर ऐसा निशान रह जाता है दिल पे. कपड़ों में ऐसा नहीं होता, जाने देते हैं. फिर प्रेस व्रेस करो, थोड़ा गरम गरम, थोड़ा सा डांट पड़ाओ किसी तो वो ठीक भी हो जाता है छोटा मोटा. बाकी गीला करने से उसका वापस आ जाता है. अभी तो हमारे पास तो जैसे 6-6 साल वाले कपड़े भी हैं जिसमें रबर बैंड बटन लगे हैं. 7 साल से पर्दे टंगे हैं. अब उसमें कभी निकल जाता है, 7 साल बाद अभी 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 हमने कपड़े का सारा बटन निकाला और वापस लगाया. तो उसमें दाग, वो मार्किंग रह गया, बट मार्किंग रह गया तो अच्छा हुआ, हमने वापस उसी जगह लगा दिया, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. तो कुछ दाग अच्छे होते हैं, कुछ नहीं होते. टाई एंड डाई में होता है ना वैसे उभरा होता है, तो उसमें इलास्टिसिटी, बटन रबर बैंड लगाने से इलास्टिसिटी बढ़ती है, उसकी खराब नहीं होती. एक्चुअली रबर बैंड की इलास्टिसिटी कपड़े को और इलास्टिक कर देती है, तो वो खींचने लायक बन जाता है काफी. तो हमारा कपड़ा एक्चुअली काफी इलास्टिक है. ओके ठीक है. फिर मैं 1 सेकंड में आपको थोड़ा अगर हो तो मैं, अगर मेरा अगर काम वो चल रहा है, हाँ बटन मसाला चल रहा है, मैं एक बार दिखा देता हूँ आप लोग को, बट इंटर्न्स का काम, so that if you interested you can join, because it is actually quite interesting to join. I would be happy if more and more people join, because I am very happy when I'm teaching people. ये बटन मसाला का पेज है इंस्टाग्राम पे. I hope first तो everybody has followed and they do not unfollow me because I don't follow them back. ऐसा होता है, बहुत बच्चे बुरा मान जाते हैं, मैंने फॉलो किया आपने किया नहीं सर, मैं जा रही हूँ आपको छोड़ के. But we do, like, this is a bag that we done recently. इसमें भी कहीं स्टिचिंग नहीं है, इसमें तो रबर बैंड भी नहीं है एक्चुअली, बिना रबर बैंड के भी बन जाता है. ये क्लचेस हैं, ये हेड गियर्स हैं, राखियां हैं. This you can kind of attach almost shoes है, sculptures हैं. ये कुछ स्टूडेंट का कुछ ज्वेलरी का काम है, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये भी INIFD की स्टूडेंट है, INIFD सॉल्ट लेक आई गेस. पहले वाली भी INFD की स्टूडेंट है. She's from INFD Bombay somewhere. She's also INFD student from. So ये ज्वेलरी है कुछ अलग अलग प्रकार की जो लोग बनाते हैं. तो ऐसे कुछ 5-6 ज्वेलरी सब बनाते हैं अपनी कलेक्शन में. Then you have these are some kind of bags that people make. So in that 1 month we do teach people how to make bags, shoes, jewelry, garments. Laptop bag, clutches, some simple bags, bags to carry objects. बहुत अलग अलग प्रकार के. ये तो बहुत छोटा सा काम है. कम से कम पिछले 1 साल में 1000 से 2000 अलग अलग बैग्स बने हैं. कम से कम we were the highest production at one point of time in country. 300 बच्चे एक साथ इंटर्नशिप कर रहे थे. हेड गियर्स बनाते हम लोग, turbans. So all kind of very funky 3D stuff also we do. There is, I'll try and show you. We work, we're making obviously lamps. We work with this Rob also. This is our studio in Ahmedabad right now. It's all made from bamboo. We also do stuff like where this is one, this was a piece of cushion covers we had. Now with those cushion covers, we made furniture. We made a complete set of furniture. The furniture became fabric again. The fabric became sculpture. And then we made 30 garments for Lakme with 3 pieces. तो ये इस तरह का भी है. कुछ बच्चों का काम, ये सारा बच्चों का काम है. So if you look at it, you can always go and see it later, but this is all student work. So yeah, all of these are student work. 1, 2, 3 इस पे लिखा हुआ है. You guys can see. I will show you maybe 1 or 2 students' work. And this is only the best of their work. It's not all of it. So this is about just 1/10 of each student's work. This is an INIFD student from Agra. This is a college called UID in Ahmedabad. Yeah, so like that. So this is a very small portfolio of each. This is one of another INIFD student. Some work we've already seen right now, but like that. So you can, this is also, you can type button masala intern, and then of course there's a lot of other work. So I hope you guys go and have a look, and of course you can always write to us. Our next internship will happen in next month. We'll start, and it doesn't need much time, so you don't have to worry about your college work, and this it can happen very easily. And for those who can't, can always join another month. It's 1 batch a month. Okay.
We had Saranjeet Kaur-Gill who had raised a hand while you were showing the students' work. Saranjeet, could you please switch on your video?
Hello, sir.
Hi.
हाय सर, मुझे ये पूछना था, आपने ये बोला कि बैग स्टिच नहीं है, तो हाउ कैन जॉइंट टू पार्ट्स
जैसे
हैंड
दो
बैग आप पिक्चर में दिखाया
कपड़े में ऐसे साइड में जुड़ा हुआ था ना, जैसे कपड़ा बटन मसाला,
जी।
तो वैसे बैग भी जुड़ सकता है ना साइड से।
ओके, विद बटन।
आपका कपड़ा भी तो बैग ही है ना,
या
नीचे से कर देंगे तो बैग है, तो इसमें क्या, वो तो जुड़ सकता है, तो सब कुछ जुड़ सकता है, एक ही बात है।
जी
हाँ।
नहीं सर, एक्चुअल में जैसे हम बैग में कुछ भी एक्सेसरीज हम कैरी करते हैं, तो उस हिसाब से मेरे को था कि वो
नहीं,
बैग
उसमें
को
दो
फिर
तरीके आप या तो रेडी बैग के ऊपर बना सकते हैं उसको, या अलग से पूरा बैग अलग से बना सकते हैं, वो सब पॉसिबल है। सेम जॉइंट्री सिस्टम इज यूज्ड, इट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम।
ओके सर, ठीक है, थैंक यू सर। Bye.
Thank you very much. I am also tired now. I will
Right. So we
make an
will
excuse.
end the session over here. Thank you so much, sir, for the interesting session, and not only about the button masala technique, but definitely we have learned lots of life lessons from you regarding which are actually going to help everyone over here. Yes, students, whether it is patience, observation, and the best part, respect your material, and the material will respect you back. Do remember these sessions, and those who are interested to join the internship, hurry up, mail sir immediately and be a part of it. Right? So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, sir, for this
Thank you very
session.
much. Thank you very much.
so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
All
so
of
much,
you
sir.
for.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, sir.
बिल्कुल.
Thank you, sir.
You can share pictures also online so that I can. इसका तो मुझे भी पता लगेगा.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure, sir.
Okay, you can take pictures if anybody is left to take pictures. ले लिया होगा, I'm sure अब तक लोगों ने.
Right.
Bye bye.
Okay.
See you all. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye. आपने भी सीखा?
Yes.
That's nice. You can learn properly later. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Bye. झालं तुझं लेक्चर.